Welcome to the castle, everybody come inside, where each soul is important and stands with pride. No opinion's better than the next, we respect them all feelings are valid, let them echo off every wall. In the home of good vibes, we embrace and we heal, sharing truth and compassion with a soulful appeal. I'm your vibes queen, guiding light through the night, building trust in our kingdom as our hearts unite. I brew all the tea, warm and sweet with intention, got receipts to back it up, every claim gets attention. They call me the receipt queen, evidence on my throne. When drama gets crazy, I make sure the truth is known. Woo child, like, can you believe what we've heard? I keep it real and calm, delivering truth in each word. If rumors are stolen, I say okay, let's see. Then present all the facts so y'all can feel free. My members only, I share that exclusive tea. Platinum, you love it over here, living life carefree. We keep it real and loyal, trust growing each day. Inside these castle walls, love flows in every way. Every castle resident's voice is heard loud and clear. We vibe together in harmony year after year. Our story grows stronger with each conversation. So join the family now, be part of creation. Like, comment, subscribe to the castle where everyone is welcome. Welcome to the castle, everybody step inside. Vibes queen on the throne, come along for the ride. No opinion's better than the next, that's the deal. All feelings are valid, every vibe here is real. Castle residents, stand up, we keep it moving strong. In this kingdom of vibes, you know that you belong. Respect in the castle, that's how we do it each day. So settle in and vibe out, VQ's leading the way. I'm the receipt queen, I keep receipts on file. Spilling all the tea in the castle with style. When the drama pops off, we'll shout like it's hot. I stay cool with the facts, giving proof on the spot. You doubt my story, okay? I'll prove it real quick, dropping all the receipts, now the truth really sticks. I'm serving up truth while they just chasing clout. In the castle we keep it real, no room for any doubt. For my members only, I spill extra tea on the side. Platinum, you love it over here, it's a VIP ride. Behind these castle doors, I serve truth extra strong. Exclusive vibes from my people, we vibing all night long. If you want the inside scoop, then you know what to do. Hit that join button fast and come through with the crew. Castle crew so loyal, shining bright like a crown. We built this family you together, ain't no tearing it down. Like, comment, subscribe to the castle where everyone is welcome.
Hey guys, welcome to the castle. If you are new here, welcome. And if you're not new, welcome back. Hey Gemini, hey Warrior, hey Fifi. Hey, I was trying to flash them as I go. Hey Platinum, hey Dirty, Clarissa, Nico. Who else up here? Deidre. Hey y'all. Copper, what's up? Drea, hey y'all. Hey everybody. Hey Pie. Listen, guys. I don't even know where to start. All I know was I woke up this morning and I must say I did not like to hear that my friend was being discussed on here. Okay. So yeah, apparently I was getting cussed out, but Golden was getting cussed out too. All right. Like make that make sense. But anyway, I do want to say this. Okay. The live we did last night, I am very sure that even Ray Charles could see that I gave my commentary. I was done with my commentary. Golden hit the panel and Golden said she wanted to add on to whatever I was saying, okay? I do want people to understand this, that even though me and Golden are cool, I have my own mind. Golden have her own mind. Do I support her? Yes, I do. But do she have her own mind? Yes, she do. Okay? I don't tell her what to do. I don't tell her what to say. So with her sitting on the panel last night addressing Octavius, how the hell was that VQ words? I don't know. How did that get summed up to VQ coming at Octavius? I don't know. I ain't said nothing about that man. In reality, if you want to know the truth, do it have a bad taste in my mouth every time I think of my channel and what he did with my channel? Absolutely. Who wouldn't? Okay. But do I sit there and just have this vendetta and oh, I'm mad every day about Octavius? No, the hell I'm not. How many times I gotta say? I say what I gotta say, I do what I gotta do, and I move on. If I know that he was gonna walk down the street and fall into a ditch or something was gonna happen to him, would I celebrate? No, I don't move like that. Okay. I don't move like that. So I need to make that very clear. I'm not out here like just obsessed with people, running behind people, just wishing them bad luck all day, every day. I don't even move like that. But yes, of course, if you talk about my channel, of course I'm gonna be always salty that hey, my channel could have been gone because of him. You know what I'm saying? You said Golden really didn't go at him. Well, listen, they're trying to say that I'm on here messing with this dude and I'm this and I'm that. Guys, I have so much I could say. I don't even know where to start. Okay? Hey, Golden. And I don't know if you want to, okay, so I know I had a special guest. I don't know if they're going to show up or not. Okay? So now everything is all over the place. But I'm going to just give it like 30 minutes. And if I don't see them show up, then so I'm trying to see who the hell we need to talk about first. I think the hottest thing that happened today was Sheena. Yeah. Rose Lady, whatever. Because if I say Sheena, she got an attitude. If I say Rose Lady, she got an attitude. If I say Dead Rose, she still got an attitude. Like Lady, out of Dead Rose, Sheena, the Rose Lady. Which one of them sound more presentable or whatever? And let me tell y'all this. If what's her name? Hold on. If hold on one second, guys. Let me say this, y'all. Y'all know the person that's been bothering me. What is her name? Imagining reality. If she come up in here tonight, just give her 24 hours for me, please. Okay. I don't want to block her because I need the comments from the other live. So don't block her. Just give her 24 hours. But I ain't doing that with imaginary reality tonight. Whatever her name is, okay? Please. All right, let's see. Hey,
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. This is Joyce G.
You know you have your camera on?
Do I? Oh my God. Hold on, let me turn it off.
I have
I'm
the
on my
banner up.
I'm
Hmm?
it doesn't matter. I'm on my patio. Ain't nobody can see me, so it don't matter. But if they could, it don't matter either. I ain't got nothing to hide. Hold on. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
All
All right.
right. I'm here.
So y'all know who Joyce is by now, okay? We don't want us talking bad. Well, you said we don't want us talking bad about her in Vibes Chat. Be nice, ladies. I'll be nice. Now, she don't run nothing over here. So, Joyce, hey. So,
Yes, ma'am.
maybe I need to tell them. So, that's why I said it's a lot going on tonight. I know I need to be
Mm-hmm.
addressing Sheena, but at the end
Mm-hmm.
of the day, dude, should I tell them what happened the last time when you was on my panel? Should we go start there?
You can tell them, and please let them know I was in no way in any form trying to get you flagged. I was just running off at the mouth, but I promise you tonight that won't be the case. I'm more aware of what I can and cannot say, the words. So, yes, go ahead.
Okay, so this is the issue. The last time Joyce was on my panel, remember that live when I had to hurp and get off here and all of that? Yeah, that live. Apparently, Kenesha was messaging her while she was on my panel. So maybe some of the times I was like, Joyce, are you there? Are you there? And I couldn't hear you was because he was calling and texting, right?
Yes, ma'am. He was texting me. He had called me, and then Sunny sent a message talking about she was going to sue me for harassment, and I sent you the receipts. So I wanted to make sure that you knew that I was not a liar, and I want your audience to know that I'm not a liar. I sent you the receipt. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so basically he was like trying to intimidate you, like, what are you doing while you're on my panel? Which that's strange. Why are you trying to sabotage my show?
Yes, ma'am. So what ended up happening is I don't know if they're trying to dox me, which I don't know if I should say this because at the end of the day, what Ken ended up calling me from some, I guess, a text now number or whatever when I was on your panel that day. And I sent you the receipts. But what you don't know, he actually called me and he was like, "You're in a 3-bedroom house, bitch." And I'm like, "Actually, I'm not, but okay." So I guess they try to dox me, but the address they have, I don't live there. So I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah. So then you know she was cussing you out yesterday, right? About the
I did
microwave and
hear about it. Now I will tell you, everyone needs to know that my motive was I wanted to see the takedown of Sunny. That was my whole motive. When she was taken down with that big channel because I knew it was full of crap, I was done with YouTube. That was my sole motive. I got a life outside of YouTube. I don't have time for YouTube 24/7. But when she was taken down, that was my victory. Once she was taken down, I was done with it. But then I was contacted and someone was telling me the things that she had said on her live. So I would like to address, first of all, Sonny, let me tell you what. Okay. I told you that I'm
okay,
going to
so this
be.
is this is also a great point. I don't mean to cut you off, Joyce, but this is a great point that
Come
forgiving.
on, Lola.
Forgiving
Come
don't
on.
miss nothing. Forgiving say he said today, Joyce, that he wasn't going to dox you because you are still active in the military. He ain't
Let me
taking no
tell you
chances
what.
with you.
See, Vibes Queen, let me tell you what. Let me tell the whole chat something. First of all, and I'm going to try and be as calm as I can because, I get a little upset because I'm the type of person, like I said on another content creators, a couple of content creators channels, I am a very loyal person. I am. You and I, we have spoken. I never told anybody. I never told anyone. I'm not here to be like, oh, I spoke to this person, that person, because I am a loyal person. The problem with Sunbum is how we got
You
to where
were
we are. And that's why, and when she started talking about my child and me teaching her to suck this and that, that's where things blew up for me because her and I got into it. When she
you keep going in and out, Joyce. Not hearing you. Excuse me. Do anybody you said but they are not loyal people, yeah. Joyce, I'm not hearing you, hon. I don't know if you want to drop down and come back or Mm, so yeah. So I know he did say that. So shout out to you for giving. She going in and out. You know what? They might be trying to call her again. Yeah, like the last time she was on my panel. Like, this is too much. Every time she come up here, apparently, allegedly, Kenisha is calling her and I guess be messing up the show. So I don't know. Okay. Um. Well, thank you, Clarissa. So yeah. I don't even want to start something else and then she come back and then we be all over the place. But we have so many different topics. I actually have 3 different live streams to talk about, like 2 pages of notes, front and back. So we're gonna be here a minute, okay? All right, let's see. Hey,
vibe. So the
Joyce.
problem was, hey, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I just got a phone call from a Louisiana number while I was on the phone. I don't know who it is, and I really don't care. My thing was, okay, so For the beginning, I need your audience to understand my sole purpose was to see Sunny being taken down. Once she was taken down from that big channel, I don't care what little channel she got, big or whatever the case may be. I don't care about any of that.
Okay, so I guess we just gonna keep going
Call.
through this. They're gonna keep calling you. So yeah. Yeah.
Okay, somebody's still calling from New Orleans. I don't know who it is, and I really don't
You
give a
know
damn.
who
Can
it
you
is,
hear me?
girl. Yeah,
Can you hear
you
me?
know who it is. Yeah, I hear you.
And somebody continues to call me from Louisiana, and that's cool. You know, eventually I will answer it, but I need your audience to understand. I had actually
You're
changed
gonna have
my
to go on do
name.
not disturb if you don't want the call to come in.
I actually changed my name on YouTube and things like that because I was done with it. Once they were taken down, I was done. I had nothing else to say to anybody else. That was my sole purpose because I know who was received a
All
phone
right,
call today.
Joyce, this what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to put your phone on do not disturb. Because right now you're just going in and out, in and out. And I know it's out of
Okay,
your
they keep
control.
calling
So
me. They keep calling me. New Orleans keep calling me.
yeah.
New Orleans keep calling me. And I'm gonna let y'all know. At the end of the day, my thing was when Sunny was taken down, I was satisfied because she has done so much stuff on this app. I was
Every
done.
okay, so how about we do this? Every
Come
time he call your phone, we just spill another tea. How about we do that?
on.
So if you
Vibes. You
don't
think you
call,
slick
maybe she won't spill nothing. Huh?
calling me. You know what? I'm gonna answer it. And you know what? I'm gonna come back and let y'all know what this nigga gotta say. Oh, this ninja gotta say. Okay? I'm gonna let y'all know what this
Okay.
ninja gotta say.
Should I just give
Because
them one
at
little
this
tea
point in
while you're
time,
gone?
I don't
Okay,
have
go
time
ahead.
for this. Okay, I'm gonna call you back.
Oh gosh.
Hello.
Hey, Black Unicorn. I don't know who want to come up here. I just don't want to move on to another topic and then she come back and then we be all over the place. So I just figured I wanted to deal with Joyce. Then we could he said put it on speaker. Warrior, you are messy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so we got to talk about Kenesha, Sunbum. Tonight she dead rose. Cause you know what? You should have left my friend alone. All right. And I know Golden could speak for herself. But I'm gonna tell you the stuff that I didn't like with that damn show that she did over there today. Okay. Hey Trick. So like y'all, now I'm sitting here like, okay, what the hell to talk about now? I can't sit here with dead air. So mm, what y'all think we should do in the meantime? So I did tell y'all, like, no, for real, I really don't have no smoke with Octavius. What, like, we're not besties. I done told y'all that from the first day. We don't talk offline, none of that stuff. But do I just sit on here like, oh, I just hope he never wake up tomorrow, or I just have this evilness going on? Like, it's not even that deep. I got my channel back. You're over there. I'm over here. I'm not beefing with nobody. I'm just minding my own business. That's it. Like, no, I didn't bash that dude. I don't have shit to say. Like, what else I'm supposed to say? I don't say what I'm supposed to say. Okay. He said, okay, Gemini. He said, George, we want some good ish tonight. Yeah, and I'm like trying not to. Can you join the panel and help BQ with this so she'll stay calm? Girl, I see you down there. You know my nerves are ready, but I'm trying. I'm trying to be better. Okay, I'm trying, guys. But yeah, I'm trying to see what we need to be doing right now. Joyce, we want some good ish. Hey, Trick. Hey, everybody. Thank you, Goldie. Cause once I'm over with Joy part, I don't wanna and I know this is outside the norm. Like we literally put the whole show on pause for a phone call. Yeah, Kenesha not did that not this important. Okay? You said I'll say it. Thanks, Gemini. I'll say it. Dan Rose is the biggest hypocrite that ever walked the planet. I know y'all saw that foolishness this morning, right? Did y'all? As soon as I woke up, somebody was like, girl, get over here. Hope and pray she don't delete the live. I immediately started recording. I said, what? I could rewind? I immediately started recording because I'm like, no, the hell, she don't think she's going to come on here, start talking about Golden, and then she's going to remove it or do something dumb. Okay, I recorded the whole thing. He said we could take a pause. That's a long call. Yeah. And I know it's so much hot stuff because I do want Golden to say what she gotta say. So it's just a lot going on, child. Listen, hold on. Hello. Hey, Golden.
Hi, how are you? Hello, chat. Hello, Joyce.
Thank you. Thank you for coming up.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. And thank you so much, Gemini. You're such an awesome friend. My friend actually makes sure I'm okay emotionally. And that's huge. Thank you. Wait, what's up, Golden?
Oh,
Hmm?
hey, nothing. I guess I was trying to read the comments. Pi, you're funny. When you said to merge the call, that's what she could do and have him on.
Oh, that would be something, huh?
Yes. Hey,
Yeah, I
Britt.
don't know. I don't know what she's doing, but I don't know. You could
Ellie.
go ahead. Actually, you know what? Because I really came live for you, me. Well, but I'm not saying Joyce is not important. I'm not saying that. But go ahead, Goldie.
Well, I since earlier I've had a change of heart about some things that I wanted to say, which it wasn't about trying to tell somebody off. But now I'm at the point where I get when I say something and it's a lot of chaos. People aren't listening. They're being defiant. Golden doesn't know what she's talking about. Uh, the subject is changed. It's my time now to sit back and watch as it unfolds because it's going to unfold and it's going to be where that's what Golden said. Everything I've said before, like I mentioned how that girl was over there with that dude and she was part of his tag team and they were playing good cop, bad cop. Look how some of that riffraff has died down since she's left the page. Okay. With this guy, I don't want to say something, talk too much because I know you're going to give commentary because there are a lot of people who don't know what you're going to talk about and what we heard today. But all I'm going to say is this, like I said before, Vibes will lay it out on the table. But like I said before, he was part of the mess, you know, and I mentioned it earlier. That's just like him and a group of people uh, victimizing me, terrorizing me, and then I'm going through something mentally. He gets caught by the cops. Then he turns into the informant to help the cops bust the other ones who were involved. Do you think I care about the informant? No, I don't. Because the informant terrorized me as well. I don't know how many people listened to Gumbo's live today. So that's why I'm not going to move forward until Vibes is ready to talk about it. But all I'm going to say is this. No, I'm not going to say it. I like for you to give your commentary first, Vibes. Joyce, are you
Joyce.
there?
Yeah, what I was going to tell Joyce to do is probably just go ahead and finish the call, and then we could just go live tomorrow, where just me and her or whatever.
She's going to have to block all incoming calls because he's going to do this every time to try to distract her, try to threaten her, because he knows that she knows a lot. And he knows that she's not lying. And he knows that he doesn't want something out there about that girl. Joyce was a a moderator, and Sunbum confided in her. That's how we know, like how she's busy going around talking all this talk about who's doing what with relatives. That's how we knew. For the ones who didn't listen at the ICE channel when Joyce was interviewed, and at D Dirty's channel when she was interviewed. I don't know if she disclosed that information on D Dirty's channel, but I definitely recall her disclosing it on the ISIS channel that Sunbum and her brother allegedly had a sexual encounter together when they got high. Now, I don't get high, but I've been around that weed all my life. And it's a totally different, and I can't even imagine weed making a person do that with their sibling. Now, I could maybe see it with some sort of strong chemical kind of thing like PCP or something like that, where the person is totally out of their mind and don't even remember what happened, like for real, for real. But weed is an herb, and yes, it does help you, but I can't see it making you get to the point to where you make a decision like that to do something like that with your sibling. And both of them, they some freaks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
They some freaks.
I think I'm gonna just remove Joyce, and then we just gonna go along with the show, and then Joyce could come back later. Kanisha have too much control right now, and he's not that important in the castle.
Hey,
Okay.
Haitian Rue girl.
Hey, Sharu, y'all, bad girl in the building. What's up, girl?
Hey, Copper. Trick shot 212.
Do you
That's what
all
I'm
agree,
saying.
chat? Like, I'm definitely not trying to be rude to Joyce, but right now he have way too much control for my comfort. Okay. Like, I thought it was just gonna be 2, 3 minutes, if that, 1 minute. But now he's like interrupting the whole show. So, you know, he said that sound like grooming because what the fuck?
Trick shot 212. That I agree. That sounds like some heavy something, or it just sounds like some freaks. They got people out there that ain't got to be on nothing to do some way out stuff. Okay.
I ain't see nobody agree in the chat. They said there's nothing to say to them, but
Hey, Yaba, and thanks for the compliment.
okay, yeah, that's what we'll do. If anything, just come back up. Okay, Joyce? We're definitely not kicking you off, all right? Let me see. Yeah, he got too much control. I don't like him having that much control. Joyce will come back up.
Thank you, Fifi.
Yeah. You say, here we go again? Huh? Yeah, but right now it's like all about Kenisha. He's not that important in the castle, okay? Um, so now we all over the place. What the hell? Well, we definitely gonna start with Sheena first, because that's what's more important to me, that situation. All right. So I know this morning I came on here and she pretty much was saying, um, this one was Tanisha. I'm trying to find the notes about her. Oh, so she basically was saying that she's not gonna do anything else. And I'm talking about Rose Lady, okay? She's not about to do anything else until she see that other people doing stuff. She is so made up in her mind that I'm not doing anything to protect me or my family. She's also yelling and screaming on her channel that talking about, oh, that's her. Oh, them pictures? Oh, I know that's her. Asked her how she know. This lady ain't had number 3 conversations with me. Golden was present for 2 of them. Golden, did I ever say while we was on the phone that some picture was me or anything? Did we even have a conversation about identity?
Not that I know of.
Yeah. Like, I know one time it was something about paperwork and whatever. I don't think that's a call you was on the phone, but I'm talking about why all of us was on the phone. That conversation was about no identity or my personal life. And y'all know that don't even make sense. Why would I talk to somebody 3 times on the phone offline and I know you was out before and I'm gonna sit there and tell you all my business? Make it make sense. But anyway, I always remember whatever Sonny told Joyce, most of it are lies anyway. Shake my head. Hey Yabba the Great. How you doing? So yeah. Um And it'd be so bad because I'm up here talking, and if I was up here by myself, I probably would have been going off on this lady because I don't like. I'm gonna be honest, Golden. She went there with you today on this internet, and I know I'm not tripping. I'm not over exaggerating. Other people saw it because other people started making posts like, "Did she really come out here on public YouTube doing her friend like that?" And then on top of that, pay attention, y'all. She did not drop that link one time. The link was requested and she deliberately did not drop the link. And that right there is the same thing as you on the panel and somebody kicks you off the panel. I didn't like that. And I wanted to come live immediately because I felt like you wanted something to say. You wanted to say something and you couldn't. You said, "Hey, can you drop the link?" And now she'll say she never see the link. But at the end of the day, she always be trying to summon you on the link to come on the panel. Why not today?
Well, like I said, how I was feeling this morning, I'm good. I just wanted to clear it all up that I know you had nothing to do with what I was talking about. I mean what I say. And then there were people in the chat, in the comment section about giving him credit. I don't give a F about his credit. I don't know what part can't people understand. That's not what I was talking about yesterday. If they can't see that this dude is the enemy, I've already discussed it and I'm not going to keep discussing it. I'm going to let it all play out and I'm going to let you discuss what no Gumbo said today, which I already suspected.
Mm-hmm.
Which I already suspected. This is like the type of person. I'm jumping around. I'm gonna let you get to it. But remember when I was on the phone with you today and I had my mother telling that story about her ex co-worker, her co-worker back in the day, about her niece and what happened. My
Mm-hmm.
mom come calling me. I guess she thought about that because that's been so many years ago. She called me back and was like, "Oh yeah," and I forgot the dude took out the little sister too. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's just
But
like one of those situations. But I'll go ahead and share so people are like, what is she talking about? I was sharing with vibes. You got to see, I've had things happen to me over the years with people where they had did me in and I was trusting them. And I'm telling them everything, and the whole time they was cutting me and they were acting like they were helping me. Okay. And I was basically sharing with her. My mother had a coworker, and the lady's niece was taken out. I think she was cut up or something. Anyway, come to find out, my mom said it was the niece and the niece's little sister. So it was both nieces. And it was like the whole family, they were all messed up. It was like a double crime. Nobody knew who did it. They were crying. They had this big funeral. They were, people were giving the condolences. The girls, the oldest niece's boyfriend was there with the family. He even went up and spoke. And they all was, just grieving together. And come to find out, the same one that was at that funeral and grieving and crying with those people was the same person who took out those two sisters. And the coworker was telling my mom how her other niece was like, I even was giving them the food at the repast. They was really giving them love because they had something in common. They loved this person who was taken out and nobody knew what happened. And I'm seeing through this dude. I don't forget that dude was over there with those people. And I wanted to clear this because I want you to go ahead with your commentary, but I did want to clear something up about that live. Gumbo mentioned, he mentioned something about me with Octavius messing with my channel. Like I've explained to people before, I never took this channel serious. I only created the channel so I could make comments on Marcus's stuff. So I'm not trying to get this page monetized. I have an opportunity. I don't think it's the full monetization, but that was never my interest. Okay. My interest is just to be on here supporting, watching the stories like we all watching and, you know, talking about it. And that's what I do. Okay. So anyway, he mentioned something about, yeah, because Octavius was going after Golden because she had some bum's name in one of her titles. If he did do it, and I believe he did, it did not work out. That's not what I was talking about. I was talking about during the time when his ex and I were at it. All of a sudden, she was busy going on live, just talking about me like I wasn't going to have some comeback. Remember, I don't have the audience, and I wasn't going. I still don't know how to go live. I just mail. Thank you. I'm gonna look into that and do and test it because I did want to go live today because I did want to clear up Vibes' name. I'm going to take the responsibility of what was said on her channel. She really didn't know what I was going to talk about, but I got a right to talk about it because I know what's up with this dude. I could care less about him. Okay. And like I said, he was after my patient. When I was making comments and responding back to that stuff she was doing on her live, they were striking me. And at the time, Vibes and I were not in communication. I was just a supporter of hers. And I felt sorry for her. And that's what kind of got me closer to her, not because of what everybody else was doing. We've already talked about that. They were channels, they do content. It was about what the dude was doing. I ain't never dealt with a dude who kiss and tell, who do this for all these months. And now, like I told you all, that broad was behind it and pushing it too. But hey, I'm gonna blame him because he's the one who brought it out, and he's the whole weirdo for harassing a woman for 11 months who he said he didn't care about. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. But he was after my page. And in fact, I suspect he got Westy involved because it was something she was getting like about that Marcus story when he walked up on her and she's like, oh yeah, my kids, she was using it like how these mammies do. They use their kids to get by. They use their kids to dog out the baby daddies. They use their kids. It wasn't about her kids and about what she didn't want her kids. Now y'all seeing now that she's lying, she do everything in front of her kids. And like I said, the day she said that, the next thing you know, she came online talking about the story, and the little boy was sitting right next to her. I screenshot it. I covered up the kid's face. And I was like, remember, she don't talk of this kind of stuff in front of her kids. I was really trying to prove to y'all and the ones who wasn't catching on that she's full of it. She was just trying to avoid the conversation. Marcus said he saw her again and he didn't even have a camera. I wouldn't have had the camera on, but I would have had my phone rolling where if they couldn't even see her, they would have been able to hear what she said. Marcus said he did confront her another day. He was like, hey, I ain't got no cameras or nothing. I just want to ask you. That was something on his mind for somebody to make it seem like. And then that story ended up, I think, on O'Shea's channel where that man has a big, a lot of viewers. And he said, and she said, I can do what I want to do on my page. She knew that was wrong. See, that's the kind of stuff, that's the type of stuff I don't like. When you wrong, you wrong. And when you doing dirty stuff like that, a person could be supportive of you. And I was at first. Because like when she came with the story of how he gonna say that she wasn't a 10. I didn't know the story behind it. And I'm thinking he trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to mess with her little self-esteem. And I remember telling her, you're beautiful. Then to come to find out, it didn't even have nothing to do with that. She was just trying to make the man say she was a 10. And he was just like, you a 9. If a man give you a 9, that's a good damn number. At least he didn't give you a 4 or a 5. So you gonna get mad at a man because they didn't give you a 10? That's crazy. Right there, that tells you something was wrong with her. So, I was peeping out all this stuff. And like I said, she kind of sucked me in for a second. But that's the very reason why I've said before, when you hear stories, sometimes you got to sit back and let it marinate and wait, because then you'll hear some more stuff. And then you say, oh, because see, you've been took a side or thought that this person was just a victim or this person was and come to find out it was more to the story.
Yeah, she mad. It's just eating her heart out. And the sad part about it, we don't even talk about her. She's not. She don't even be a topic. We don't sit there and talk about nothing they got to do with no Sheena.
So,
So
I want you to go ahead with your commentary, but I wanted to clear that up that if he did try to get me and get my page about something I said about Sonny, I never knew about it, so it didn't work. Because the reality is I didn't have a issue with Sonny. I know she's trifling, and don't think I wasn't agreeing. And then when people was playing those videos and stuff, I know if that girl wasn't right. But I wasn't the one. I've never called her towards her, none of that kind of stuff. Just this year, I start talking about her disability because she ain't gonna sit up there and think she gonna get away with talking about me. I don't even get down like that. I don't. But I see, damn, this broad is a special kind of disabled broad. She can't get that same kind of treatment as she out here picking on people and harassing folks. No, I got to treat this bee like the bee she is, like how she was with her legs, a bee off the streets. And that's exactly why I started. I wouldn't even had a problem with her. Let me tell you, see, she's stupid and she's young and stupid. And she's a dumb one where you could keep telling her and she still don't get it. That's why she's delayed. Okay. She knew what that bra, the help was doing to her, the Mimi bra, right? Okay. She knew what the girl did to her. But when I start peeping that this girl is victimizing me through this dude and helping him, and I called it out and I said something, she wanted to show her loyalty for what reason? This girl ain't loyal to you. That girl don't even fight people. Even EBT boss lady, she be holding her down up in the chat, ready to fight folks for this girl. Mimi don't never try to do nothing. She ain't ready to do. You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones who ought to be fighting for. If it's some females involved, it's them females that's on her team. But it's always these whole ass niggas, these bitch made niggas jumping up and forward. You know what I'm saying? But I bet you they wouldn't do that in real life with some real niggas in their face. But like I said, that hoe ain't trying to protect her. It be boss lady.
yeah, I know you saw it and made a post. I think everybody more upset about the whole situation than Golden actually is.
I'm not
Got the chat
tripping.
looking like,
I haven't even seen the whole video yet. And I just don't want it to be where Vibes is being attacked for something that she ain't had nothing to do with. I'm gonna take it because this nigga can't do nothing to me. He can go ahead and strike my page down. It don't mean nothing to me. YouTube ain't that serious for me. And because I'm not monetized, it definitely won't affect me. I didn't even want to make a page in the first place. And that's the part where I don't know what he don't understand. But all I'm gonna say is he can't be trusted. Period. And when Vibes laid this out today, what we heard, because it was about 30 people in that man's chat up in his on that page. It's a new page. And he immediately, I believe, deleted it. So many people didn't get to hear what he said. He's a liar, but I believe him. And just like how he proved something else last week, I believe him because the dude was on his team. The dude was on his team. They were on everybody and everybody's page. He was trying to take everybody down, and that's the funny part. He didn't get anybody. Only he got one person. One person. But he didn't get anybody. He almost, and God bless the person and the person involved and the people involved who helped save Vibes. And that's all I got to say about it.
nah, her ass didn't drop the link altogether. That's what they're saying. I thought it was pretty lame how Sheena didn't let Golden hit the link. She couldn't hit the link because she never even dropped the link. Like, what the
I'm
hell?
cool because, like I said, now I'm gonna sit back and watch this play out. Now, Vibes, you go ahead and take over and talk about what you saw. I don't trust him, and I'm gonna say this. I know why. I can see through him. He ain't doing nobody a favor that they couldn't have did for themselves. He ain't doing
Uh,
nobody a favor. And like I said before, I want him to drop receipts, because this is what I was thinking last week after that young lady who all was in the chat last week when One Love came on and talked about what she did to actually take the page down. One Love sent Vibes receipts. Vibes just has not shared them yet. Okay. And I remember saying to myself, well, if he took them down, I'd like for him to show some receipts and what communication they had for it to come down. Because I really don't even believe that. But like he said, it took, y'all could sit there, and I'm going to reiterate this again, what I said last night. Y'all could write all the stuff y'all want to. But yeah, if you guys remember, nobody was really putting up any more videos of the girl because he was striking them. So if we would have had access to the videos, but ain't that something?
Good
The
night, Queen
striker got
Spirit.
the access apparently to the stuff. So yeah, he can be the one to do it all because had the power. All we could do is what we could. He got a motive for what he did. He did all he could do to those people, and there was nothing else. And he knew what else he could do to get them in trouble. And he went to the vulnerable people to try it. He didn't care. And you're going to find out when Vibes later sat on the table for the ones who didn't see. If anybody in this chat saw, it was probably just a few who saw that dude's live today. I don't believe everything that fool says, but I believe that because he did prove something last week. And they were a team.
Uh, which part? Which part you talking about? The part about all the channels? You talking about from Kenisha Live?
From Kanisha's live today about what he said about those photos.
Oh, because he said, okay. I wrote it down, so listen up, y'all. And y'all be sure to hit the like button for us, okay? Be sure to hit the like button for us. Thank you. So when Kenisha went live, he said Golden was right because basically Octavius is going over there trying to do all of that because it's like he's out to go after, Sunny and Kenisha. Basically, no, Sunny and Kenisha was tearing Octavius up so that he had to run and try to go with Sheila, if that makes sense, okay? What else he said? So they was gonna dox all her mods. Octavia sent all, and everything I'm saying is allegedly. I'm quoting word for word what Kenisha said. Okay, Octavius was gonna dox all the mods over there, and he struck her. He struck Golden, and of course, he brought up me and Ice Cube, all of us. Then he said, for the past 6 months, her grandson been getting dragged. Her daughter and grandson info is from Facebook, and Octavius is the one that sent it, along with Redbone picture and all of them. And I know last week Kenisha did post an email, I believe, from Octavius proving he did send Redbone's info. Yeah.
Okay, can I insert something? I want you to continue, Vibes. But are y'all catching on before she moves further? So basically, this dude was the one who found the daughter and the grandbaby and sent it to Kanisha to do the dirty work. So he was behind this. So now you gonna come after you are part of a part of the plot and the crime. Now you're gonna come to the victim and say, "Hey, I can help you." You're the reason why it's out there. You
Yeah,
knew it was
basically.
gonna be out there. Now because your partners in crime, because y'all can't get along, y'all got a real poor team. Now you ready to switch up. But guess what's gonna happen? If there is an investigation, do you actually believe Kanisha ain't gonna sing like a bird and tell the popos where he got the stuff from and who was all involved? It doesn't matter if he didn't post them. He was part of the crime.
Mm-hmm. Then
Are
he's
y'all
basically,
catching on?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. And that's what happens with those kind of teams because they're not strong teams anyway, because they came together and it wasn't, it was for BS. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't so they always fall apart. I already knew. And that's what happens when, especially those kind of groups of people, they fall out and then everything gets laid out on the table and then they start singing and telling on each other. So he messed up because if he, yeah, that's good. He got those pictures off of that offline because they shouldn't have never been on. But he's the reason why they get there. And if that, I don't believe everything Kanisha says, but he shared about Redbone's photo. So you mean to tell me the same person who got the photos, who did the research to find the girl and her name and all of that, sent them over because he gonna use, see, those type of people, they're gonna use somebody else to do the dirty work because in their heads they think they not gonna be the one in trouble when they don't know that they are part of the crime. That's just like if somebody robs a bank. If I'm the driver, I'm going to be in trouble too. I'm part of the crime. I'm just not, everybody can't go out in the bank and take the money. It's got to be somebody who's got to be the getaway car. Everybody is involved.
You said, am I blocked? No, you're not blocked, the watcher.
Dirty, I hear you. That's why you refuse to click up or help anybody. Thank God you didn't help nobody involved. Right. Because all they doing is coming to use you. This is deja vu. He did the same thing to somebody. And let me tell you, it was the funny part. We were all talking about it, and I know I've said it a lot of times. He ain't over there, but using them because he was trying to get back at everybody who was fighting and talking about his woman. So that meant he had to go to his enemy. You take advantage of his enemy because she was in need of some help. And he gave it to her. But let me tell y'all the cold part about it. Okay, it's like deja vu. And he did whatever he did, but it was for his own benefit. But let me tell you the cold part about it. He kept talking about how, yeah, I'm the one helped her and put together her page and, you know, her title, whatever it was. He keeps talking about her description. But it was never genuine in the first place because when it's genuine, all along while he was putting that description together, have y'all heard him say, I could strike her because I'm the one who got the copyright to it. So you mean to tell me you didn't just do that genuinely for her? That whole time you already knew you had some ammunition just in case she acted up with you, what you could do back to her? Are y'all catching on? Or, you
But
know,
but you see how nasty she is? The minute she got mad today, she jumped up talking about, I would have him strike you. Strike me for what, ma'am? Ain't nobody bothering you. You think you could just run around striking people's page for no reason?
I don't care about
And
none of that.
I'm glad I got her ass recording saying that though. I'm glad I got a recording. You cannot just be threatening people that you don't get your way that you're gonna flag them.
I'm good. Because see, I know where my heart is, and I see through this. It's just as well as I talked about him taking advantage of her. And some bum one day, this is before we got into it. I heard her on her live, and she was like, "Yeah, the Rose Garden over there talking about he ain't doing nothing but using me. She got that stuff from stupid ass golden signatures." I was like, "Oh, she didn't call me stupid," and I laughed at it because I'm like, "This girl's so silly."
I'm not
This girl is so
surprised.
silly. And the thing is that that whole time he already had, although he was helping her, he had some ammunition. He keeps talking about how he got a copyright. How come you got the copyright if you helped her? It's just like Platt has created all these songs and have given everybody the little copyrights. It ain't like Platt said, so he already knew that he would probably fight her again. It's not like Platt said, okay, I done made all these songs for folks, but I'm keeping the copyright because if they piss me off, I'm striking all of them. Because see, what they don't know, I still got the copyrights to all these songs. Y'all get what I'm saying? The dude he ain't right. And what he did, it was for his benefit. He the same reason why the pictures is out there. He's the same one that was with him. I want Vibes to tell you and read everything that he said today. How they was all plotting together. So why are you up over here now? because y'all team wasn't strong. Now you ready to be vindictive.
I just know one thing. I'm not surprised. I knew this day was coming. I didn't know it was gonna be because of this, but I'm not surprised. And I've been said this months ago. You cross my friend, it's gonna be me and you. I remember saying that on a live. I did all day. Every
I'm gonna
time I
be
try
honest
to
with
go
you,
make a post,
vibes.
every
I
time
ain't
I
even
try to
tripping with
go ahead.
that. That's what I know you have a issue with her. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping because see, I'm gonna sit back on this one. I'm gonna sit back on this one because see, I already see where he's taking advantage of her. Period. I ain't nobody's fool.
I really ain't got no smoke with that lady. She just not my cup of tea. So it's not like, oh, I just have this vendetta to just, oh, I'm just gonna say everything bad. I don't even care. I done said what I had to say and I moved on. But you don't get to come on the internet and think you're gonna size anybody that I call a friend up. That's the part I have a problem with. And I think you're doing this because you know that Gold didn't care about you. So you coming on here trying to just do the most. You tried yesterday to make, she did try to make you content, and then she just jumped all out the window this morning and made you content. And then you want to come offline and say that we're friends. We're not friends. When you have me typing in the chat, you didn't even care. You didn't even care about me. You try to embarrass me in front of a whole group of people. That's not a friend. But I'm definitely not going to tell you to choose. I'm not going to make you feel any type of way. But it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. But I'm not
I
gonna
know
trip on it. I see the plays.
I know Joyce is back, and then we gonna be from one topic back to the other topic, back to that topic. How you feeling, first of all?
Is Joyce back?
Yeah, you feel okay though?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I have had enough time now to think about this whole situation because I know I'm the one who brought it to your channel. And that's why anybody's welcome to listen because there was nothing where Vibes came out with it first. But if she did, she did. This nigga tried to take her down. I ain't kissing no ass. And I'm definitely not kissing nobody's A who's actually the one who committed the crime. And now he wants to be like he's Superman and the good guy. How did Kanisha, now that you've already said it, because I was holding back with saying it, how did Kanisha get the photos? I would love for him to show the email. He showed the other one from Redbone. That's why I believe him. But you know, they not credible people over there, but I believe it. I believe it. It's just like I said. When I posted that with West Indy that time with that, because I just was trying to prove to y'all, this girl is full of it. I'm trying to awaken people. Like everybody was so mad about what Marcus did. He really ain't did that much. But what I was trying to show y'all, she wasn't doing nothing but just using the kids because she was trying to avoid the conversation because she knew she was wrong with what she did. But she went right home and she's busy telling everybody on the camera about what happened with the baby right there. So I thought you said you don't do that to your baby. And now that she's been going live, now y'all see that everything goes in front of her children. Okay? There are no boundaries. She's almost just as bad as that other one over there. It's just that she does more for her kids as far as going places. And that's probably for the gram, as they call it, to take the photos like, ooh, they doing the most with her kids. Ooh, she a good mama. We thought she
Damn,
was.
damn conniving heifer. I think you want me to bring up Joyce and then just tell her we'll just finish tomorrow.
But when if Joyce is here, I'd like to hear what Joyce has to say. Where's Joyce?
Yeah, but it gotta be something because we got a lot going on. Let's just see. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
you
hello.
coming back? You coming back with the tea or
I'm not gonna come
I
back
know
with
because
a
we keep
lot of
skipping from
tea.
Yeah, cause we keep skipping from
Um,
segments to segments. Like, what the
I don't
hell?
even
You was on the phone
know.
with him forever.
I'm not, you know, I'm not really here to spill that tea in that conversation. I just, vibes. I contacted you earlier.
Girl,
I'm not here to, expose or anything like that because I know we don't expose things like that. And I try not to expose. And when
Joyce,
if I speak to somebody, I
I'm gonna
want to keep
stop
it
you.
private.
No, I'm gonna
I want
stop
to
you.
keep it
Wait,
private.
I'm gonna stop you for a minute. Wait. So you saying this dude said all of this stuff like threatening the doctor? Now you trying to protect him and what he talk about?
It's not that I'm trying to protect him. At the at the end of the day, I sent you the messages. I sent you receipts because what I do need to know, want people to know, I sent you receipts on Boss Lady and what she has said. She thinks she got all these people on her side. I sent you those receipts because I'm not a liar. I have a lot of receipts that I did not send you. And
No, you're okay. So I don't mean to cut you off. The point you're
yes,
missing is I
ma'am.
get all of that. We talked offline,
Yes.
but
Yes.
you are making me feel like you give him this much respect where he call you when you're on the panel and is like, oh, I gotta stop talking. Like, who is him? Why do he
It,
have so
it's
much?
it's it's not that I'm gonna stop talking. I'm still gonna say what I gotta say, vibes. It has nothing to do with Ken. Um, I'm gonna tell you all, my problem is not Ken. My problem is Sunny. Ken is not my
Okay,
Hello?
and they're calling you again. So that's why I'm like, we can't.
Do I like him talking about the kids? Absolutely not, because that's not the character that I have. But Ken is not my problem. Sonny is my problem at the end of the day. And what him and I spoke about, it has nothing to do about with kids and things like that. It just didn't. Now, Sonny, she is a liar, and the things that I sent to
Okay, so this is what we had in this show.
you, yes,
My
ma'am.
friend is up here and somebody literally on the internet talking shit about her.
Yeah.
We like Joyce. I don't know if you understand what I'm going through. I know we talked and I thought the whole thing was gonna go
Yes.
perfect. He come
Yes.
interrupting, and every time you say something, he just interrupt. So what is
Yes.
the point? Like, you know what I'm saying? What is the point? He's
I
like
mean, there really
he's
is
like
no point
making
to the
you like you can't talk.
conversation. At the end of the day, there really wasn't a point to the conversation that him and I had. I wanted to let you know when we had spoke earlier that Sonny is a liar. It had nothing to do with Ken. So him and I speaking had nothing to do with.
Joyce, every time you try to talk, the phone just go out.
I know because my thing keeps. I guess I got to keep hitting the. I don't know, to keep it up or whatever. But at the end of the day, it has nothing to do with Ken. My problem is with Sonny at the end of the day.
But the
Sonny
thing
is a
is,
liar. I sent you the
Joyce,
receipts that I had with Boss Lady, the shit the stuff, the ish that she spoke about. Sonny is not aware of the things that Boss Lady said about her. I sent you the receipts,
Joyce,
vibes.
sweetie, if you go back on the replay on this very live that we're on, you will see how you just gave a random man on the internet control of you, your voice, and everything. And I have a problem with that.
I understand.
I have a problem with men
I
thinking they run
understand.
shit and they just. He basically, you came back on the panel like church house mouse quiet. You can not I
Okay,
don't like that.
l- l- let me say this. At the end of the day, okay, Sunny is not who she portrays herself. Well, she is who she portrays herself to be because she's full of crap. Um, people like to question my loyalty. If I'm a loyal person, if they can trust me, this is and that. Yes, whether it's you, Golden, I am very, 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 very trustworthy. But when it came to Sunny, at the end of the day, I realized early on that she was not a loyal person and I figured out who she was. However, I felt sorry for her and all I wanted to do was help her. But as time went on, and I was very quiet on these phone calls, and that's why she said you can't trust these light skinned bitches. Oh, itches. Um, I backed down. And so that's how I got all the stories. Now, I will tell y'all, when it comes to her brother and her sleeping together, and I'm going to clarify this for everyone, she doesn't understand. I don't know if she realizes she was drunk, because she was drunk. She told me a story. Now, whether that story is true or not, I don't know. All I know is what you told me about you and your brother sleeping together. Now, if it's true, I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that's what you told me you was drunk. I don't know the next day you forgot you told me, but that's what you told me. So I have never come on anyone's panel and lied. Um, as far as her saying I'm broke, I'm not going to go too far into that because my finances is no one's business. And you and I meet vibes. You and I, we talked about that as well. My finances are nobody's business. But you think I'm broke? Yeah, I was 22 years in the military. But you have no idea what my financial portfolio is. Um, and I'm not going to expose that. So first you say I'm a millionaire, now you say I'm broke. Which is it, Sonny? Um, you talking about I can come pick up a microwave? I don't need to pick up a microwave. What I want you to do is burn the shit in front of all of us and give us a show so it can blow up in your face. That's actually what I want you to do.
Good night,
That's what I want
Deidre.
you to do. Blow it up in your face. Now, the conversation that I just had, it has nothing to do with protecting anyone, Vibes and Golden. It has nothing to do with protecting. I promise you, it does not. What I wanted to come up on this panel and say, I am saying what I initially came up on the panel to say. It did not change the narrative. And when I will tell you, when I was on the phone, I did express. I get it, but I'm going back on Vibes StreamYard and I'm gonna say what I have to say. So I need you to know that it has it nothing has changed, Vibes. Nothing. Nothing has changed. And I did express that. I'm gonna say what I have to say. Period. I'm not a liar. And you know I'm
I
not a
know,
liar, Vibes, because I sent you receipts.
hon, all I'm saying to you is I know all of that. I'm literally asking you nicely on when this live ends, go back to where he called you in the live, and you're gonna see how you came back and you're a whole different person. You might not
I
realize it
I
now.
I'm not a whole different person.
Okay,
The
okay.
thing
I'm not
is,
gonna argue with you, Joyce.
no,
I'm just telling
no,
you
no,
I don't like
no. I'm
when
not
men
arguing Vibes. I'm not arguing all Vibes.
I
No, no
don't like when
disrespect.
men have that much control over a woman, especially a waste man. You know what
Let
that
me.
mean?
It. I do not. But let me tell you what Vibes. I am a very strong woman. I am very, 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 very strong. No man, no woman, no child can change who I am.
Okay,
No
but no,
one.
but what I'm saying is why was you and him even on the phone that long, but that's your ex friend supposed to be man? The whole
Well,
thing is weird.
Canelo was never my friend. He was never my friend. And I'm gonna tell you what I told him, and I'm an honest person, and I'm gonna let y'all know I'm an honest person. Whether your audience likes it or they don't like it, yes, I was on the phone with him, but it it wasn't. How can I say it? It wasn't a bad conversation. It wasn't a nasty conversation. Um, he did express some things, and I did let him know, I understand what you're saying, but I'm going back on Vibes live stream and I'm going to express what I need to express. That's what I want y'all to understand. What I need to express has nothing to do with the conversation. And I let him know that I'm going to express what I want to express. It has nothing to do with the conversation at all. I am a very strong woman. I don't let people persuade me. I don't.
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't. I
So
don't.
okay, so I'm gonna
So
just
whatever
ask you.
you need to know, I'm going to answer. It does not persuade me. And I let him know that. I want y'all to know that I let him know that I am not a fake person. And I'm going to let you know I'm hitting the StreamYard again and I'm going back on Vibes channel and I'm going to say what I have to say. It
Okay,
didn't
so
have
I'm gonna
nothing to do
just
with the conversation.
okay. We got 144 people listening right now. Tell them one thing that
Yes,
they're
ma'am.
sitting here like, oh, I want the tea.
Yes, ma'am.
What's tea? What can we tell them? Then they're gonna say, oh my God, it was worth the wait.
Okay, so I will let you know because I know Vibes, from the last stream. You don't like for people to say they know things and then they don't spill it, right? So I'm going to try and spin it in a different way.
Yeah, because I got to pay
There's,
attention to my
yes,
audience too. They're actually
yes,
like, good night,
yeah.
we're leaving, and they're castle residents.
There's things that I know, and I know you don't like this. There are things that I know that I won't say, and they don't understand why I won't say it. I won't say it because I have loyalty to another person.
Okay, well, I
It's
have
not that I'm,
Joyce.
yes,
I
ma'am.
don't want to argue. I don't want to argue. I promise you. You the same way you have loyalty to somebody, I have
Yes, ma'am.
loyalty to my people that
Yes, ma'am.
believe in me to bring them a great show.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
I'm literally looking at the chat and reading the room and people that are paid members of this channel like, girl, out. We out. Deuces, we buy. We out. We're bored. And I mean, I don't get upset because I love when my chat tell me what they're thinking.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. But vibes, after us speaking, also, I also elaborated on, yeah, there are a lot of things that I do know that and I know you hate it. I know your chat may hate it, but there's just some things I can't say. And I won't say it because of the loyalty I have to someone else. And I just
Okay.
want to say that even people may think that because I had these interviews against Sunbum, um, I had these interviews. There's a lot I did not expose. There's some things I did not expose because of the loyalty that the person told me to please not to expose. At some point in
Okay.
time, I will be able to expose it. But today
Okay.
is not the day.
So Joyce,
And
okay. Okay,
I
we
don't
agree.
know what else. If there's something else you all want to know or ask me, there's some things I can expose, but there's some things I
Listen.
cannot.
Joyce, okay, I totally get it. We're not going to argue. I'm not doing that, okay? We're not going to argue, but what I have to do is I have to regain control of the show. So
Okay.
now it's like, okay, the same way you're saying that you're loyal, and I'm being very respectful. I'm not being
Yeah, I
sarcastic or anything.
understand. I
The same
understand.
way that you're saying that you're loyal, I'm also
Yeah,
loyal to my friend up
I
here on the
understand.
panel
I
that
understand.
is going through some shit today.
I understand.
I gotta get a
Like,
bitch together real quick that's coming from my friend. Like I don't have time to play.
like Golden, is there something you would like to ask? Maybe there's something I can answer because I can answer some things.
Well,
That's what I'm trying to say.
well,
I
I
can.
wanted to. I understand your
expound.
loyalty to people. I totally understand that. I'm a very loyal person.
And I'm going to
But
tell you who
some
I'm loyal to. I'm
who,
loyal to Mama Rachel. I'm
okay,
going to tell you all that. I'm loyal to Mama Rachel in case everyone wants to know. Mama Rachel, there's some things that it's like she calls me daughter. I talk to her every day. Don't. And she did tell me there is a time I can let it out, but today I can't. But if you all have other questions, I can answer them possibly.
how is Mama Rachel doing anyway?
Um, she's
Is she
doing
doing better?
okay.
Is the question.
She's doing okay.
Okay, that's good.
She's doing okay. She has good days and bad days. She's doing okay. And
Well, can you at least
Mama
tell them?
Rachel doesn't come on because she doesn't want to be like really part of the drama, but she knows I will hit a panel. She knows I'm gonna defend myself, and she does support that as far as defending myself. But like I said, if there's things that y'all want to ask, and if I can answer it, I will answer it. Like I said with her brother, I didn't make that up. No matter how much she denies it, because when she called me one day out of the blue, she was like, well, you said something about my brother, but you said it. I'm not, you talking about you filing harassment charges for what?
That's not
Harassment
harassment.
charges. You said that
Um.
I'm teaching my daughter to suck peen. So,
Okay.
girl, what?
Now, okay, Joyce, the thing is, we don't know what questions to ask. Can you just offer us some information into the chat, some tea? Because we
I
don't
will.
know what we should be asking or what's going to be.
Okay, I will
To,
tell you. Patricia's fake. Boss lady, Bobby, EBT, boss lady, she fake. I sent you the messages vibes, so you know she fake. I sent you the receipts. And I have many more receipts. She's fake. I will tell you, the way Sunbum, and I got into it was EBT boss lady was like she wanted to confront Sunbum. So she asked for me and Mama Rachel to back her up and Patricia. We told her, yes, we'll back you up. Now, the idea was for her to do all the talking. But what ended up happening is once we got all on the phone, Sunbum cussed Boss Lady out. So Mama Rachel, she jumped in because she's calling her all kinds of bees and this and that, blah, 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 blah. You ain't ish, blah, 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 blah. So Mama Rachel jumped in. So when Mama Rachel jumped in, she started calling her bees. Now, when you start calling Mama Rachel bees, I jumped in. And from there, it was up. Now, then she started attacking me. We ended up going live. She started to tell lies about my child, this and that, my lifestyle, blah, 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 blah. Now, what Sunbum doesn't understand, EBT boss lady wanted to confront her for using her because Mama Rachel and I told her she is using you. This is the method that we both did. And I did that interview with another content creator. We would say we're hungry, and that was the cue for EBT to say, oh, Sunbum, are you hungry? What can I order you? That was the cue. I'm not going to ever dismiss the wrongdoing that I did. I did it. I am an honest person. I will own up to it. Yes, I was part of it. And that is how she would get her steaks. That's how she would get her food. That's how she would order. She would be like, well, do you want me to order the kids' food? She was like, no, the kids don't need to eat. So EBT would just order Sunbun food. Um, when Mama Rachel and I took over on that conversation,
You know the chat is dragging, right?
okay, I can't see the chat.
Well, I wanted to ask the chat
No,
to get
because they're
after.
frustrated. The chat is frustrated. They said we heard this stuff before.
Exactly.
Like,
I mean, I really don't have anything new to offer you. I mean, vibes, I had told you earlier, I really wanted to come on and let you all know that she's a freaking liar. She's saying I'm broke. That's what I actually told you. Like, no, I'm not broke. I don't know what her method of her madness is. One time I'm a millionaire, one time I'm broke. My sole purpose is you are a liar and you really need to get off YouTube. That was my sole purpose. My sole purpose was not to come up here and expose the things that I have kept to myself because I never said that I would do that. That is not what I said.
Joy,
So,
I'm
yes,
sorry,
yeah, but
Joy.
yes,
we got. I gotta
Golden. Go
give,
ahead,
huh?
Golden. Go ahead, Golden.
Somebody wants to know who did Sunbum believe was touching the kids.
Okay, so I don't know. I honestly, I do not know. I'm not going to sit here and lie. There's things that I can say, like she's said things like her dad, granddad, uncle, cousin, whatever, has taught her to suck peen. I don't know. I really don't know. All I know is what she said about her backstory. She has never expressed to me personally that someone was touching the children. I have never come out and spoke about her children in a bad way because as besides she does hit them. She does, which we already know. But besides the lives y'all seen, yes, she does hit her children. And I will tell you, Patricia, she thinks she's her ally. No, Patricia has shared things where she's been on the phone, just her and Sonny has slapped the kids. Sonny has taken a belt and whooped them while they're on the phone. Now, the thing with Patricia, I have spoken to her. Oh, I didn't know that she did all these things. Well, you know what, Patricia? Now you do know for sure, for sure. Not only did you know before you said that because you relate messages to me, you definitely know that things are going on. And Patricia has had a rough childhood with abuse, and she says she can't deal with the consequences and listen to people doing things like that, but she still sticks by Sunbum. Why? I don't know. Now, I will tell you with EBT
Oh my
boss lady. Now, this is
gosh.
something that I did tell you, vibes. So when she wants to drag the other content creator about having kids with different men and things like that, let me tell you what.
We gotta try to get this over in 5 minutes. Like,
Let me
I
tell you
can't.
what.
I can't. I know I can't. My chat is
Boss
getting
lady,
upset. So I
boss
have to
lady.
like go.
Okay, boss lady cannot have
We have to try
children.
to move from this part of the show. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
You don't
I'm
see
just
the
trying to.
chat? The
I
chat is
don't see the
visibly
chat. I
upset.
can't see the chat. I can't see the chat. And what I was, my purpose was to come up and refute some things with like EBT. Yeah, she
No,
don't
but
have
what I'm saying is
kids.
like what I'm saying is yes, I knew you was coming up. I didn't know it was gonna be so long. And at the same time, so fuck Sunbomb. It's not even about her. Like my friend is going through something right now.
And see, I don't know that because I haven't been watching. Because once she lost her channel, my sole purpose for everyone to know,
Oh
my
my
sole
god.
purpose was to see her downfall. Once I saw her downfall, I was done. I'm going to tell you, I was done.
Okay.
I had
One
nothing
other
to say
question.
about her.
I
But my
need you to
thing is,
elaborate on something, Joyce.
With EBT boss lady,
No,
she at
no.
21 years old, she could not have children. That's why she ain't got no damn kids. She can't have no damn kids.
But Joyce, somebody wanted you to elaborate more about Sunbum and Uncle Daddy. So they said that Sunbum gave Uncle Daddy some head. That's why Sunbum says He won't put her out.
Sunbum has told me that she's learned a lot of sexual things from dad. Sunbum has told me that he's the one that put her on game.
Mm-hmm.
Sunbum has told me that she was a madam. She has told me that she pimped out women. She told me she's had threesomes with older men, younger men, and that's how she was getting paid in the past. Those are the things she has told me to answer the question.
So Uncle Daddy can't be trusted, basically.
In my opinion, in my opinion, no. Because I'll tell you what, the way that she moves, why can't you put her out? The way she disrespects him, the things you have told me, Sunbum, what do you have on him? Now, the healthcare situation, I will let you all know. When her and I was talking, I said, you need to get therapy. I was the one that was on her side trying to get her help. Yes, I knew she was kind of messed up, but I had hope that I could change her. That's why I stayed as the moderator. So she would tell me, you know, she does not want the healthcare workers in the home because she needs to protect her mom and her father. And if they come into the home, it's going to be a problem and there's going to be reports made. And that's why she did not allow people to continue to come into her home. I did convince her. I convinced her to let these people come into her home. That's why those people came into her home in the beginning. People don't understand that. But once they came into the home, she stopped it because she felt because the condition of the home, the things that are going on in the home, that they may be reported. And that's why they stopped coming in. So that's some tea. I ain't never said that.
Well, thanks for the tea. We appreciate it.
Yes. Yes. So she said that the condition of the home, she can't allow them in there because she has to protect her family. And that's what she said. And I was like, okay, whatever. Like, whatever. I mean, whatever.
You know the chat is pissed off right now. They dropping
Why they
super
pissed
chat.
off? Why they
They
pissed
dropping
off?
super chat, everything. We're bored.
Girl,
We're
that's good for
bored.
you, vibes.
We can't stay all night on this one thing though.
Okay, well, we don't have to, and I know you're not being rude or whatever, but we don't have to.
We
I don't know what else is going on because I haven't been watching.
we have like 2 pages front and back of stuff to talk
you
about,
know
and we're
and
already like an
like
hour and a half.
I came in with Marcus when you had Marcus on the panel, and I said, hey, is it okay for me to mention it? He automatically knew what I was talking about. I told Marcus, I will go on the stand for you and stand up for you because I know what the truth is. I know she was not ard. I understand that. I know.
I'm up here like literally going through this bullshit, and then here go this motherfucker in the chat that I clearly said I do not want up in this bitch tonight. Oh my
I
gosh.
know she was not ard. Um, I know the truth. Queen Spirit, I don't know if you're in here. Queen Spirit knows the truth. And I don't mean to call you out, but Queen Spirit, you and I and one other person, we know what the truth is. It has nothing, he did not R her. And I'm going to tell you, that's why I reached out to Marcus and I told him, if you need me and if you go to court, I will get on the stand and tell my story from her mouth and how we came about to where we came about. So,
Where my
Now,
mods at? Did they
we
leave?
we might have to move on because she has a lot to talk about, Joyce. But I did
Okay.
have one question, which
Yes,
I
ma'am.
already suspect. I know what it was. What
Yes.
was her motive for lying on Marcus?
The motive was once she saw Marcus with West Indy, that's what popped it off.
Mm-hmm.
She felt that he lied
Oh
to
my
her.
gosh,
He
like
was
I was so
deceitful.
fucking clear when I came live. Like I'm fucking pissed. I don't even want to talk about shit no more. Like I'm over it.
Okay, well,
I'm
I'll drop
tired.
down
Like
vibes. I'll drop down vibes. I mean, I'm sorry that you're pissed off, but whatever.
no, because
I won't
it's
come
all
back
kind of shit
on.
going on in the chat, and I'm sitting up here like, what the
I
fuck?
I don't know what's going on in the chat because I can't see the chat, and
Now I ended up
I
timing
won't
out the wrong person.
I won't hit the live again, and I'll just get off.
Shit. You're not
Well,
even
we
understanding
appreciate
what's
you,
going on. What? What you
Joyce.
say, Golden?
I'm sorry. We appreciate you, Joyce. And I suspect that that was the reason because I remember when she started that story when he squeezed Westies and she said, he told me he didn't do anything with her. Well, according to how it all, to Marcus, apparently that was the day it actually happened. So prior to that, he was telling her the truth, but he wasn't even with her anyway. But I definitely remember the day as soon as that video was posted, she came on live and she started that up. And then she said, well, I'm not saying he did that. I'm just saying he was kind of aggressive. So
No,
anyway, you
because I
already
sat there
knew.
and I was very clear when I came live, and I said, if this, whatever the hell name I gave her, if she came up in here and still want to apologize, fuck that. I'm tired of being disrespected on here and motherfuckers just keep thinking that I'm just so nice and they gonna keep getting away with shit. Like she just keep coming back and she think that she's not gonna fucking apologize for calling me a mammy and all kind of shit in my chat. And I was very clear when I came live, get that bitch up out of here, give her 24 hours. The minute she dropped down, she done got 2, 3 many statements in that she should have never got. Like I've been waiting for like at this point, keep your fucking apology. Just stay the fuck away from me. Okay? How about that? I'm tired of it. Keep being nice all the damn time. Yeah, Ocean I was a mistake. Cause I had to get in the chat and try to do it myself. I'm talking about imagining reality. Man, fuck her. She sat up there and disrespected somebody on Father's Day, right? She keep coming back in the chat, acting like nothing never happened. Now, didn't I say that right when we came live? Get her ass up out of here the minute we come live, and she come up in here. Now I end up timing out the wrong damn person in the chat. Leave. I'm sitting up here over and over and over, keep saying we gotta move on. You know how many of our castle residents like I'm out, bye. I don't want to hear this shit. We're bored. That's people that supports the channel, right? And they're literally like, I'm out of here. Like, why tonight? Why all of it? Man, fuck Kenisha. He don't get to control nothing over here. He literally sat there, called the phone, and then what? Then what? I don't like for men to have that much fucking control over nobody. You know? And then we're up here on the panel talking about something else. Like, I'm irritated about how that bitch treated you today. That's what I'm irritated about, Golden. And I know you
I
still like
hear
it.
you.
I don't even know what to do anymore. I'm so over this shit on here. I'm tired of that bitch. Tired of her ass.
Okay, Joyce, thanks for coming up. We're going to move on to Vibes' planned commentary for today and share all of what she saw and anyone who wants to chime in.
It seems like when I'm nice and I'm calm, nobody understand that. But then the minute I turn up and I start acting crazy, people understand that language. Why? Like I done said it over and over and over. We gotta move on. We gotta move on. Like it's just on and on and on of the same shit. Like read the room.
Fifi, I know you were driving around. I knew it.
Like what? The whole show's supposed to be about Sunbomb? Anyway. Hey, Big Tasty. There's just all kind of shit going on today. The energy I would have come in life all by myself is to just cuss that bitch out. She went there today and then now we'll come back tomorrow acting like, oh, I never did anything. No, bitch, we see right through you. We see right through everything that you're doing. I'm wondering, should I even tell they ass? Because I can't give them too many. I'm irritated because she keeps talking about, I know this her. How? How many conversations did we have? Huh? 3? We were never friends. You're sitting there lying. Miss Open, you haven't been here all this time, right? So maybe you missed the memo, the narrative that she's spinning. That Rose is running around telling people on this internet, and you know she have like almost 9,000 people following her, right? She's telling her audience that me came on here and said that CPS came to my house. Oh, people been calling CPS on me. When have I ever said that? When have I ever said anything about CPS and my kids? Like, why are you lying? It gotta be you because they're calling your husband. Lady, I don't know how many times I gotta tell you. And then she want to kick it up a notch and say, oh, she said she had to move because when they doxed her number. That's not what the fuck I said. When I said that I had to move, who wouldn't move? Let me know. Ladies, you're up in here, right? If you are dating somebody and this person do the most of the most of the most, if you and this person not together no more, they keep threatening you, talking about they gonna pop up and they gonna do this and they gonna do that. Not to rehash anything I'm trying to tell you, right? So wouldn't you move? Wouldn't you move? Whether you're a social media influencer, yes or no? I don't even understand what business is that of her or anything. She just sitting on here lying on my name. Lying on my name. Now, Miss Open, you talk to me. And what CPS ever came to my house? I think if Golden State, nobody believe her, but I want to know where the CPS went because I didn't see them. I've never said that shit. That's all she's doing is lying, and that's why I know your ass ain't no good. Because even the other day, I was just sitting there saying, even though me and her don't get along, even Drea in the chat, Drea jumped up and said, well, Octavius was on the panel. Even though me and her don't get along, that was wrong as hell when they posted her grandbaby. And I said, I agree, it was sick. But you sit over there talking crazy about me all the time. Like, I don't care or whatever you got going on. I'm past all of that. I'm past all of that, okay? But what you're not going to do is fucking lie on me. And then you also going to sit on here talking about all I do is come on here and act like I'm a victim. When do I come on here and act like I'm a victim? Why are you so concerned about what me and mine are doing with us and our household? What business is that of you? I don't understand that. I don't get that at all. Keep talking about how I wanted you to put your name on paperwork, but I didn't want to put my name on what paperwork. And I'm looking like, ma'am, you don't know where I went, what I did, who I talked to, none of that. Miss Open could tell you what I did. Golden could tell you what I did. Gemini could tell you what I did, but it's not Sheena Speaks business, okay? And that's why you're really mad. That's why you're really mad. But that just let me know, and thank you, Golden. That just let me know that you don't be sitting around telling her in my business. Same way you don't tell me nothing about her. Obviously, you don't tell her mine, because she wouldn't be on here hollering and screaming about me not doing what if you was telling her my business. So I appreciate that. But it's just funny, like, I'm gonna just say what I gotta say, and I'm gonna leave it alone because she'll be live again, sitting up there dropping that link again, talking about come back or come up here on a panel. You're a snake ass bitch, and you're not a good friend. Okay, you're not. Thank you, thank you. I was just on that damn phone today talking about like what imagine they just y'all ass is just mad. That's what it is. Y'all are just mad. And Ocean, I know you had so many comments and now all your comments are gone. She may not say your name, but she's always throwing subliminals talking about every time I go live, I talk about her. Like, lady, what? Nobody talks about you. You're just mad that we have a mutual friend. That's all you're mad about. You're mad at every time that she come around me. Every time we did a show, I guarantee you're still mad that Marcus gave us a wrench. You're mad about so much stuff and you're just coming at me. And I ain't did a damn thing to you. Or, you know what's crazy though? The part that you keep coming on here talking about, oh, Vibes ain't telling y'all what she's doing. If I never did one thing else, you should still be saying thank you. You know why is that? Because you could jump around and say whatever Octavius is helping you with. Like I said, I don't have no smoke with that dude. It is what it is. Okay? I'm talking to Sheena Speak. You said you what? Oh, he's helping you and all of this stuff. You never want to come on here and talk about all these police station and whatever you say you got going on and all of this stuff. Where you got all the stuff from to give these people? Was that from Octavius? Was that from Octavius? You didn't have nothing. You didn't have a screenshot. You didn't have a video. You didn't have nothing. You got every single thing from me. And then you still want to come out here talking out the side of your neck to me? You are an ungrateful ass bitch. And any day, name day that it finally come to a close and my friend walk away from your ass, I will be happy. You know why? Because you don't deserve her. That's why. Okay? You don't deserve her. Every time something happened, even the other day, she ain't got to tell me nothing. I heard you say it for myself. Oh, I didn't even know where my friend was. And our friend, Golden, had to help you figure out where your friend was. Okay? And that ain't talking about your friend. That's talking to you. So she's only important to you when you need her help for something, man. Get out of here. Get out of here, okay? She don't deserve her. She sure don't. Now go live, go holler and scream and tell everybody about how you're a victim, but you don't ever want to tell them that you the one be out here starting shit with people, right? And let me tell you, you could keep sitting over there talking about who you think is me, who you don't think is me. I don't care. If you worry about you, your voice, and what you got going on in your life, you'll be better off than trying to worry about what VQ got going on. Because at the end of the day, I don't care what you or anybody say about me. I'm a good person. And what the difference between me and you, I don't have an evil bone in my body. I don't have a jealous bone in my body. But you see, because you red eye, you'll never be blessed because you have a very jealous spirit. Yeah, I said it. Say whatever you want to say. I guarantee you, when I wake up in the morning, I got 3 people running up to me telling me how awesome I am. Okay? 3 of them. Yeah, she's very jealous, but I don't know. I don't even know what else you got to say. We don't went all over the world. I don't totally forgot about the list and everything. Okay.
About the lease. Well, you know what,
No,
Ocean?
about this list.
I don't care anything about anybody helping me fight anybody because I've always in real life fought on my own. Okay. So it's nothing that Octopus can say or do where I can't stand up to it. And the reality is, if he's fighting me because I'm telling the truth. And I'm used to that too, because people don't like the truth. I see through him. He knows I can see through him. I know, and what Nola came out with today really confirmed everything. This dude was down with those people. He had no words. I know what time it is. You can't victimize me and then come and act like you're helping me too. He is the reason why those photos were out. He is the reason how Gumbo got him. And they silly too. He think he's smarter than them, and he is, because he knew Gumbo is a dang fool. Okay. And he knew that give him to this idiot, if anything go down, it's gonna be on him. See, I know those kind too. He's the type, like I used to tell my kids, don't let nobody tell you to hold no bag and all that kind of stuff, and you don't know what's going on. It's funny that I've told my son this, like, because he's a very kind person. I'm like, no, if a person can't hold their own bag and all of a sudden they just want you to hold their bag and all, you ain't doing that. And it's funny because we were in the airport. Because I always kind of try, so when you tell your kids something, you got to reiterate it. You got to keep putting it in their head. A lot of people think because they had a conversation with their kids one time, don't let nobody touch on you. You got to keep reiterating that so you know it's definitely in their head. But anyway, we went to the airport and they made an announcement that if anyone asks you to help them out and hold their bag as you get on the airport, all that kind of stuff, it was something that they made an announcement, and I hit my son. I said, "You hear that?" I said, "Because they got people out here will have you hold the bag with the dope in it. Next thing you know, you think you helping them. Oh, they need some help with their bags. No, you need to tell them they need to get somebody who works here to help them with their bag. You can't do it. What you can help them do is go find some assistance." So this is what he did with Goofball over there. See, he gonna get himself in a world of trouble because he thinks he's invincible. And I'm not talking about Octobomb. I'm talking about that other one who keeps going and going and going. And that just tells me, does he really care about his family? Like, he's out of it. But he's a fool and a sucker, because that fool, if he gave you all these photos, why did he use you? Why did you have to? Because he knew you a damn fool and you do it. So when it all hits the fan, and the investigators get involved, if there's ever any investigators involved in the police, they coming for you, bro. But I already know you're going to sing. And that's the funny part. When Slickster think he doing something, it's going to come to him too. But he's the mastermind. And that's what people don't understand. The mastermind will get more time in jail than the suckers, as long as the suckers cooperate. I've seen it happening. I know people say, you always say you said it. Yeah, because I've been around a lot of people and I was learning. I wasn't out dragging people. I was out learning people. And I was around some very wise people. And I still keep myself around a lot of wise people. So what I'm saying is, I've seen it happen before where the mastermind really didn't do nothing but put the whole crime together. But he ended up with the most time. Charles Manson, he was the mastermind. He ended up with a lot of time. See, this little dumb mastermind, he think he's so slick because he's smarter than them. That's why they was looking up to him. And he is smarter than them because they stupid. And he knows that. But see, he's a stupid mastermind because he don't understand. They gonna sing like a bird. They ain't no gangsters. They not Tookies. They not Monique's auntie's husband. Where Tookie went to prison and never told on anybody, and he allowed himself to die. He took he had to die. That was part of his sentence. He had the death penalty. He took that to his grave. Them niggas ain't no Tookies. If you gonna do a crime, you better do a crime with Tookies. Them niggas is gonna sing. And I already sung this morning. And I already knew what time it was. I knew that nigga was behind those pictures.
Oh, so this was a comment that was directed towards you, Golden. Remember last night you said um remember last night when we was live you said you're giving them grace. I'm trying to see who you said. Oh, with
Yeah,
Sunbum and Kenisha, you're
yeah,
giving them grace or whatever with their channels. So
right.
today when she was upset on live, she said, stop giving them grace.
Stop giving who? Well, just like I'm giving them grace, we all must be giving them grace. So you know what? I could take myself up out of this. See, that's my problem too. I get too involved with fighting for folks, and this is in real life because that's the kind of family I come from. My father was known for fighting for rights and writing letters. My brother was just out there 2 weeks ago, not because he got Social Security, but everybody else's grandmama who wasn't out there for their grandmamas who got Social Security. I've been out there. I've been to the town hall meetings and I felt that's the kind of person I am. And that's my damn problem. I ain't got no babies and I ain't posted my babies. I can give them all the grace in the world. And just like I'm giving them all 1,000 people who are watching these channels are giving them grace too. Like I said, we're all giving them grace because they're still up there and ain't nobody reported it. And as long as they leave everybody alone, as far as I'm concerned, they can sit there. Why wouldn't I give them grace? Everybody giving Octavius grace, and he's the mastermind. Let me step back because, see, I'm getting annoyed, and I don't even know how I didn't got caught up like this with some YouTube BS, okay? Because the reality of it is, I should have shut my damn mouth because this ain't my children. I should have did like everybody else did. I was out there passing out numbers and all out there in front row center, in the front of the damn war line.
And you wonder why I'm so irritated? You even went to the courthouse, did the video, all of that. We don't have to say why you went there. You did all of that and you didn't have to. You didn't have to.
Oh, and
And
I'm
you
gonna step
tagged
my
both
ass
of
back
us.
and mind my damn business like everybody else with some goddamn good sense. That's what I am going to do. And this ain't directed to no goddamn body. It ain't got, this is me. I got to protect me. Just like that ain't my job. I did way more. These motherfuckers coming for me too. And these ain't my children. But I have compassion and I know it's wrong. But I ain't the only one seeing this. Everybody else got grace.
I thought
Let
this
Octobomb wait a minute, because he ain't showed no receipts. Since he was such a super fucking man, let him go out there and do the rest. They was laughing at his people. That's the reason why he part of the crime. That's all I got to say about it. And I don't give a fuck at this point. Oh, excuse my French. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't care. Okay. My baby is 19 years old, and I don't have any grandbabies yet. And like that pizza face came in with them damn troll accounts last night talking about my baby sucking somebody's thing. She's grown. If she happy with that thing, I want her to get married so I can have some grandbabies, so I can fight for mine and homeschool mine and give mine some wisdom and being
that
my children. I'm gonna be just like my grandmother, but even more.
that Brayla Shade name sounds so familiar. Why do I know that name? Brayla Shade, a troll name. Was that she
I
in the
don't know,
troll
but I that
page?
ain't my
Is she in?
responsibility. But I do what I do, and whatever I do, even if it's just one thing, it should be enough for anybody because it's a lot of the other ones ain't doing nothing. And they don't have to. But I know what my damn problem is. Y'all really don't know me. I'm always out there fighting for folks and fighting for folks' rights because I hate for people to be taken advantage of. That was the reason why I got caught up with that damn Monique. Now, I didn't like the fact that nigga Marquel was over there because he was trying to get the money too. And I can't stand a nigga trying to pimp. But then at the same time, I didn't like Monique trying to take advantage of folks because they was trying to help her. Although I gave her some money, but I wasn't stupid. I knew what I was doing. But I'm saying there were people really out there who was blind, really didn't know that she was playing game. I knew she was playing game. I'm playing game with her. No. Like I said, you know, nobody really know me because I really be fighting. I really be writing letters. I'm not going to even share my stories with some letters that I wrote and what things that took place. Okay. I get it from my mother and my father, especially my father. He was always out there. And like I said, here it is. My brother just showed me a news clip where he part in the newspaper along with some other folks fighting for Social Security, and he ain't even got no dang Social Security. But he thinking about all these other folks with Social Security and their grandmamas and granddaddies. Please. Ain't nobody tell me nothing. I'm giving them grace, and I told them that, and I'm warning them. So they better take my warning serious before I do move forward. And if I don't, I just don't. My baby is 19 and I have no grandchildren. I would love some, but I don't have them as of now. Period. And my elders is the same age as those slow, delayed, retarded broads, where folks get to trying to make it seem like their behaviors is normal. Like I ain't never been their age before. Like I ain't never had friends and associates their age before. Like I ain't never seen other females their age before. Like I don't remember my mother and her friends being that age before. Okay, here we go. You shut the fuck up, pizza face. You know what? I already know it's you, brown eye. Get your ass up out of here. Nigga, with your sick ass, you sitting in your chat, ain't nobody talking to you. So you created an account and made your own self a mind and talking to your mind. Nigga, get your retarded slow ass up out of here. You mad because I laid it out about those royalties and residuals. Because don't nobody know, but I do. Something else Golden know about. And I laid it out on the damn table. And you mentioned something about a PA. I don't remember what it was, but I figured it out. I said, that's the reason why he keeps saying he's been around these people. Nigga, you was a production assistant. That's like the CNA on the sets. And I'm not dogging CNAs because trust me, when I tell you I love the hell out of my CNAs, when I was in the hospital, they took good care of me. I didn't even know they weren't the RNs, but they didn't call them CNA. They call them something else on their badge. So I'm just trying to let him know that's the comparison. You mad because I didn't told those people what the difference, what about royalties? Because people who don't know no better, they think, oh, he got royalties, like they got millions of dollars coming in. Let me explain it to the ones in the back who didn't hear last night how that works. When you first start on those jobs and on the set, you're going to be getting paid once a week. You're going to be getting a nice check. Of course, the main people get more money than you, but you're still getting some good money in, okay? And that's going to go on. You get paid weekly. When you're working on the sets, if anybody know you getting fed good food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can take some of that stuff home. They have so much of that food, they throw it out. Okay, good stuff. Anyway, after a while, after you guys have finished doing whatever in the production, right? Then you got to wait on the editors to do their part to get the movie or whatever together. Once that movie comes on, you're going to be getting paid. You're going to be getting residuals because all these people who's going to go see that movie and they making a whole bunch of money. You're going to get a percentage of it. You might not get as much as the main actors, but whatever your salary was, you're going to get a percentage, and it gets split up among all the people. As time goes on, People didn't watch the movie. The movie ain't going eventually not is not going to be making as much money. So why would you be getting millions of dollars for a movie that ain't making no more money 20 years, 10, 15 years later? Now, once it gets to cable, and then cable is able to play it, you know, and they got all the cable customers and they watching it, you still getting money, but it's not as much as when it was in the movie. It was at the movie theater. But you still getting those checks rolling in. And I'm trying to remember how often my mother, who gets residuals, was getting them. She was getting them quite often. But as time was going by, then the DVDs was getting sold and everything. And then, you know, sometimes they had the pay-per-view, they'll have the reruns. But after so many years, the checks don't come in like that, like they used to. Might be like at the first, it may be once a week, then once every other week, then once a month. And then with those residuals coming in, might be every 3 months. You'll get those checks. My mother used to get two, one for Paramount Pictures and one from another one. But it was all sometimes I would take her up to SAG, okay, and handle her business. Then after a while, it might be coming maybe every 6 months. Then like really, I think now it come like once a year, if that. And like I said, as that movie ain't making no more money. So do you actually think a person is getting thousands or whatever they getting like they were before? That's why those actors and actresses have to keep working so they can keep making money. And that's why it's good for them to be investing in stuff. Because let's just say they out of work. And all they doing is living off of their money that they saved, that they work for, and them little residuals and the real residuals. At one point, it gets lower and lower. At one point, them residuals can't take care of you. You got to be out there making money, or you better had did some investments or did something or turned that money into something, turn them lemons into lemonade. So yeah, you mad brown eye because you didn't came on it. I'm gonna call you out today because we knew it was you. Get your funky ass up off of here and stop calling me to come on your panel. I will never grace that place with my presence again. Okay? It was you. We knew
Oh,
it was you coming in all last night.
there's
And
somebody
then
down
you
there in
was
the chat
watching.
right
And
now.
let me tell you, it's funny when they repeat stuff you say. Now, you know, when I was copying off of Marcus, you know, like I say, what's up, YouTube? I was like, now back to the content. I hadn't even watched his whole live, but I heard him say back to the content. I'm like, listen to this nigga. He been all up in vibes his live last night. And now he created, because nobody was talking to him. They just wanted to see what the goofball had to say. Because he know his views went down after Vibes left. Okay. Nobody was talking to him, so he was talking to himself. He was worse than the other fool over there, although he had more people sitting in the clouds. Then he decides, all of a sudden, this person come up. They say they want to be a mod. And after I'm paying attention to him, I said, listen at this nigga. This nigga then created a new profile, and he's talking to himself, but he's acting like it's somebody else talking to him. And he's doing the typing, right? So the whole line, all you see is this so-called mod, which was him. Nigga, get your ass out of here. Okay. And you're mad too because you thought you was going. And let me explain something else. Stop with that game like, yeah, go to see that she got so much money. When have I ever said I had a whole bunch of money? I'm comfortable, yes. And I've made a lot of money in my life, yes. Okay. But yeah, I'm comfortable, and that's all that matters. I ain't never said I had a lot of money. Y'all are mad because of the family I came from. I didn't ask to come to this motherfucker family, and I'm not about to tuck my tail in. Queen Spirit, of you here, I remember you had a conversation about that too, because you came from a family with money. And when you're around a lot of niggas, you don't even want to be able to share that stuff, because every time you say something, they want to say you bragging. So I didn't talk about it, but I'm grown now. I don't give a fuck what nobody got to say. I'm proud of who I came from. And I ain't gonna keep hiding it because I'm trying to, be humble to the point where I don't even want to share. I can't even share nothing with nobody. That's something that somebody could get out of it and take it and make some money or learn from it. Because I'm dealing with a bunch of ghetto mentality ass niggas. I can say the same stuff about my family to some white people or some Asians. And they like, oh, really? Oh, yeah. My uncle, he did that too. Like they can relate. And I could say that to some niggas who really want something, and they be wanting to call to hear more because they trying to get to that level. Stop fucking hating, nigga. And guess what? Your daddy could have been the same way. You said he was a preacher, so he was pimping them people. Octavia's daddy got him a Rolls Royce out of his congregation and some properties. I guess the reason why you don't like Marcus is because he reminds you of your daddy. Because your daddy was tricking up in that church, messing with the see, now I'm all going off because I was gonna be calm today. Your daddy was up in that damn church messing with the choir director, over there messing with the usher board ladies and the single ladies up in there. And could have been messing with one of the sissies up in the choir. So don't be mad at me. And you mad too because you was gonna try to play that. Somebody said you was trying to say you know about Hollywood. Oops. Golden came from Hollywood, so you can't play that game. Oops, you said something about a PA and I rung a bell. This nigga was a production assistant. You mad because that's why you really want to say big mouth. Because see, when people say something, I could read them. Like I read Octavius, and I know that nigga was part of the crime. Now, because they can't get along, now they about to fight each other and sing and tell. Nigga, fuck you. Oops, I'm sorry. Dang, Bobs, you might have to take that out. I just wanted to tell him. I said, because I'm
You
waiting for
okay?
that. I
No,
said,
you
I'm just
okay.
waiting for that brown eye because we knew you was up in here trolling. You say you got, then you so worried. Do you want to screw me or do you want to screw Vibes? Why y'all keep being so concerned about our man? Oh, I'm just a supporter. Vibes got a channel. So if she's on, her man know that she's hustling. She's working to bring home, put some bacon in the refrigerator. Well, he's the one doing that because, see, he's a provider. But whatever, to take the kids to the movies, play money. So don't nobody's man got to tell him nothing. So why is it that my man, all the people on here, it's got to be my man tell me about getting off the internet? Nigga, you spending so much goddamn time and hating on these niggas. Where is your hoe? Nigga, you mad because I called it out. Talking about these royalties. Nigga, now I didn't explain to them how the royalties work. And nigga, I don't know how long ago you had whatever royalty you had, but nigga, you probably getting pennies on that check now. Unless you constantly working, which means you getting separate checks. Yeah, I know how it worked, nigga. Nigga, I went to school in Hollywood. So you can't play that Hollywood game with me. You could play it with some other people because they don't know nothing about Hollywood. My father, his last place that he lived before he died was in Hollywood. So now you get your ass on your page and you can leave me the heck alone. And matter of fact, you post that receipt where you know for a fact Vibe's husband didn't come back. With your lying ass. You say anything just to get the audience with lies. Show the receipt. You don't even know this woman. And you're going to tell me about what I know and what I should know. Everybody on here, I ain't never met them in person. Even if I've spoken with them on the phone and got familiar with them. Don't tell me nothing about me. I'm a grown ass woman. You stop fucking playing with me, you old ass goat. Trying to play like you young. You go focus on that little nigga of yours who's a fucking fella because you was an absent daddy. Or go find your sister, that crackhead bitch that you talked about was chasing dope. You better leave me alone. You think that sweet weak leaks over here, you gonna try that shit like that nigga, you gonna get your ass cussed out. I ain't the one to be played with. And these niggas is old as, I don't know what I was talking about, some old lady. You can't even pull a young one because you too broke, like that other one I talked about. You can't even pull a Yana. You ain't got the money. So go take your broke ass down, sit down, and just keep hating on Marcus Ferris. Yeah, you don't like him because he reminds you of your daddy, because your daddy didn't spend much time with you. He was too busy chasing the sissies and all the single women up in the church house and disrespecting your mammy. So now you think you want to come and disrespect everybody else's mama on this panel and in this damn YouTube. Don't you bring your ass back over here with no other name. You keep going on your page and talking to your damn self. Okay, I'm sorry, Vibes. I just had to say that because I'm like, I ain't gonna keep letting this nigga think he could just say and do what he want to do with his lies. Back to normal programming.
Well, now I was trying to see, you said Dre let that troll go, she want attention. Who down there trolling? Brilliant Shay, I think. I don't know why the Brilliant Shay name sound. I guess because she always talking about her name last Shay. That's why I thought it was her troll account. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's that dang brown eye.
Oh Lord. Now I was trying to find the link too, but I'm like, damn, I'm on my phone. It's just something I wanted to see.
And he's
I
sitting
didn't.
over there because he's trying to pick to find out. Yes, she got about 6 kids. So I could be like, I don't have no 6 kids. Nigga, if I got 5, 6 kids, then I got them. And I'm the mama to them, nigga. Say what and what more? If I got a whole bunch of babies, then I got a whole bunch of goddamn babies. What you gonna do about it? I ain't asking you to take care of them. They don't belong to you. If
Oh
I
man.
had them or not. No, what you think you're gonna try to do is just make up stories and then we gonna go on vibes and try to clear them up. You just keep on making up all the stories you want to, and after you done, you talk about why you got an issue with Marcus Ferris because he remind you of your punk ass daddy who was over there preaching and doing some more stuff, dogging your mammy out. Probably the reason why she ended up in the grave for all that damn stress. And then there you go. Then she got that daughter on dope. Nigga, don't play with me.
So
Stick to
apparently,
him. Don't you bring your ass, roll your ass in here with another name talking no shit, okay? Okay, I'm done.
no, I'm trying. I guess I'm getting a receipt. I'm coming, y'all. I'm coming. I don't know. I might have to go on intermission if you don't have nothing to say. I need like 2 minutes.
Okay, and after that, Vibes is going to get back to the content because she said that she had a page or two. So let her get to
It's
her content and vent how she felt today. And like I said, Golden, I'm cool on it. You know what I mean? I'm just going to let it everything as they say. I didn't say what I had to say. Now y'all watch. I said some stuff before and y'all stop. That's it. Okay, Vibes, let's go on our break.
let's see. Oh Lord, I don't even know which song we need to play. The song for who? Jesus. Who, Nola? Now I ain't playing Sunbum song. It's too graphic. The one about wash your
Oh,
I
yeah.
ain't I ain't doing that one. We're gonna play this one. I guess it was the last one Plat made for Kenisha. I don't know. We're just gonna play something, and then when we come back, I'm gonna tell you the tea that's going on since we are live. Okay, it's too many tea. We'll be here all night, but I'm definitely gonna tell y'all about this. We'll be back.
Yeah, yeah, alert! This the last time you say my name, bitch. Another page gone. Another hoe humble. Cookie talking too. Let's go, bitch. Ah, bitch. Oh, oh, let's go. 5-foot fraud, always running your gums. Shut your mouth like a bitch when that pressure comes. Broken bag in little pocket with pride. Get a job. Asking grown women for a phone on live. Bills overdue, but you flash fake stacks. That ain't real. Twerking for likes, me snapping on tracks. Me so baby. Claim you hustle, you ain't move no bag. Never. Only trap you run is the trash you drag. Instead of babies, drag your side bitch. She just said, Pedo talk got you hot on the list. You don't even know her. The 5-foot fall. Sit down, track door, bottom with no backbone at all. Strawberry lipstick, hips, blonde tips. Too much begging for bills with a prepaid flip. Get off, twerking for crumbs, still dreaming of fame. Shout, please. Screenshots up like you ain't got a name. Delete. Another one down, next one toe. We taking every back up just like the first. bills with a prepaid flip. Get off fly. Looking for crumbs, still dreaming of fame. Shout please. Screenshots up, now you ain't got a name. Another one down, next one toes. We taking every back up just like the first pose. Talk slick till a real one pressed you. Now you bent like the app that left you. Pedo behavior, that's a case in weight. Nasty peep running your mouth, you gon' meet that fate. Judgment dag in the mirror, gag in the mouth. Say I took another L when your Wi-Fi went out. No crew, no mods, no clout in sight. All you a lonely ass bottom wearing women's tights. Head bend over, no love, the 5 foot fall. Another fake Kim with no game at all. Just wig stiff, bank low, ego crack. Whole channel gone, never came back. Never again. Working on YouTube, caught on tape. Explode. Trying to be bold, girl, pump your brakes. Skirt. You a broke ass keto, put this nigga on the list. From New Orleans to nothing, you won't be missed. Got forever. You got drag, you got banned, you got bent. Bitch, stay offline. It's gonna be worse next time. Bitch, go be talking to.
We are back. Do y'all want to hear the most current news in the street sector? Do you? Let me know. Drop a castle or receipt. Do y'all want to hear the latest tea that is unfolding since we have been live? I know y'all nosy, so I know y'all gonna say yeah. Lord, this tea, it's too much. I'm talking about the amount of stuff happening. Child, we'll be here 10 hours. Go to you hear this foolishness? Wow. I see the castles. Listen. So
I'm
shout out to
listening.
you.
I'm just got it on mute because I'm trying to calm myself. I'm about to get me a beer because I'm not gonna let this stuff worry me. Okay.
No,
Because
please
I'm gonna
don't
just
be
let it all
upset.
fall out on the table. I said what I said. I don't give a damn about Octavius. I see what he's doing. He's doing the same thing he did in the summertime. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, this about to probably cheer you up because I know you probably gonna be laughing. So y'all know we came live while that person in the shot, whoever was over there down the street, was live. So I don't know what that live was about or whatever. I'm live. That's the point. Apparently, thanks to my little receipt person just now, told me to go to Mimi's tab. Mimi is over here going off on her tab, okay? For like the past 2 hours. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what was said on the live. So apparently he must have said something on the live. So she tagged him saying, "Why in the F are you bringing me up in your ish? How was my post dissing you? Because I said I didn't help you harass women for 11 months. You talking about my car? Why are you even on my page looking? You're calling me to help. Was I the help when you needed money for your brother? Or when I sent money to your daughter for her birthday? So you guys could go out to eat or sent it just because? Why are you effing with me? You better back up off of me." That's what Mimi said, okay? Are y'all following me?
We're here.
Okay. So I didn't even realize all this was happening. So shout out to y'all. So Mimi said, "You're a effing dickhead. You're calling me fat and calling me ugly." Oh wow. I didn't know all this was going on, y'all. But anyway, she said, "You're calling me fat and ugly. Okay, that's fine. I don't give a F what you think. I didn't cheat on you just because my baby daddy came to see his child. That child is as F. How old are you? You have about 7 kids with 2 baby mamas. And I would never tell you you can't be around your child's mother. That's the difference between you and I, right?" So then the next one say, "We've been talking for almost a year. Show me where I have lied to you or cheated on you. I tell you everything. So since you don't believe me, I don't believe you when you told me you went to the hotel." Okay, hold on. "I don't believe you when you told me you went to the hotel with that lady on your short and y'all didn't do anything, even though you saw her naked. F you." Okay, so guess it's a thing on a short that we missing. Okay, y'all still up in here? Y'all tuned in. listen, the chat at a standstill, and they like, oh, listen, I'm being nosy, okay? So then she tagged him again and said, that's fine. You think I'm disgusting and you don't miss me? That's fine. I left you alone. I took everything off my page. So why are you doing this to me? I didn't do anything to you. She definitely did. She did clean her whole wall. I did see that. Okay, so then she said, you keep saying I went back to my baby daddy. I didn't go back to anybody. He came to see his child, and you're just insecure, and you can't understand how a female and male can be together and not do anything. If I really didn't want you to know, why the F would I tell you that information? Are you slow? When I first met you, I told you I would leave you before I cheat. You made up a scenario in your head and ran with it. So then she said, you better back the F up off of me. I took everything down to create peace, and you just keep going. My post was not a diss towards you, you slow poke. So then she said, you're an effing narcissist. I was in the effing hospital. You called so much. My dad had to turn off my phone. You didn't give a F that I was feeling down. Everyone else started to check on me like a normal person does. And you decide that you want to run to YouTube and tell people that. And you want me to believe you loved me with a question mark. You've had personal things go on with you that I would never go and run to YouTube and tell people. For your age, you should know better. It's like you don't comprehend. That's what she said. So then she said to him, you're dead to me. I don't give a F how you see me. You never saw me anyways. And I don't mean physically. You never listen to me. You only see things how you see it. My thing is you've never been in a healthy relationship. How the F can you tell me what's a healthy friendship supposed to look like? I'm looking at the
Boo
chat, y'all.
hoo. She made that hard bed for herself. He was exhibiting the same things with you. If I would have saw a man doing something like that, there is no way in the world I would be turned on to him, because the first thing I would be saying is like, shit, if we start falling out, this nigga gonna do it to me too. But no, he wouldn't do it to me. No, he just do it to her because I'm special. Good for. Like I made that announcement before. We not feeling sorry for a broad who was up in that chat supporting that stuff while he harassed so many of us on Vibes chat because we was supporting her and he was trying to control us. Yeah, that's what he was trying to do. So let it be. You go get your sister and let her fight for you.
Yes, so then
Yeah,
after
let
that,
her keep fighting for you. And I'm glad I mentioned that about the sister because that brought something back what I was meaning to say. That was the reason why some bum and I got into it, because she wanted to show her loyalty to somebody who ain't never showed their loyalty towards her. That girl won't even fight for her in those chats. Poor little boss lady, she be out there boxing and swinging. Now they calling her EBT. You know what I'm saying? This broad don't never be checking nobody when they be talking crazy to some bum. It be maybe Patricia or somebody else trying to say something to him. So please, you really think that that's your homegirl, some bum? You ain't learned nothing. That's why I said she's slow. That is not them people up over there are not normal age. They don't think age appropriately. Okay. So that's that. So I'm sorry. Go back to the content. I just wanted to
no,
make that clear that she ain't never swung for some bum, and that's the reason why the some bum and I added, and that's why I hurt her so bad, because you can't come talk about me because I'm gonna get you more that times two. Okay, you didn't have no business jumping in and call you self support and taking up for your paymaster and your sister. That bitch was gonna still pay to stay and pay to kick it. But you decided you want to disrespect me for a hoe who put you through the whole internet and talked about you. And then you don't see that when you be in them chats, she ain't never fighting for you, you idiot. All right. I'm sorry. Back to normal programming.
no, it's okay. Cause I'm doing my job and I'm telling you what's going on, but in the morning it'll be like, oh, CVQ, you couldn't stay out of it. I'm out of it. I'm doing my job. You put it on here, I'ma talk about it. Calm down, okay? So then she said, you need someone like Mika. That's what you were looking for in me, and I could never be her. Where I just agree with everything you say and just nod my head. I'm gonna speak my mind and my voice and voice my opinion. And you didn't like that. That's why it was so easy to run back to her when we ended. And I'm happy for you because that's what you wanted all along. Continue doing you. I don't care. Also, I guess she's saying they went back together. So then she said, this isn't about you two. Why are you not getting it? I did not effing cheat on you with my baby daddy. I am not going to bring everything down on this app. He came down to see his effing child. Is that so wrong? I didn't know he was coming. I've been with you for 11 months. So where she says, 11 months, where have I ever cheated or lied to you? I've always told you everything. You're making it seem like I'm a whore or a slut and effed my baby daddy and then try to lie to you and say I was in the hospital. That's not the truth. But you didn't even give me the decency to have a conversation. You jumped to conclusions and then once again ran to this app. I try and embarrass myself. What she said, no, she said to try and embarrass me again. That's the second effing time. That's why I blocked you. Not because I was trying to be sneaky. You are dead ass wrong to just accuse me of ish and then run to YouTube and talk about me like a dog. Why are you doing this? So we didn't know we were missing a lot over here. So I'm not even ignoring y'all. She said, why you want to paint me to be the bad guy like it was always my fault, like you were never wrong? You brought my child on this app and lied saying you had recordings of me beating her and you knew that would hurt me. You did it anyway. You came to YouTube and said how she said she hated me that day. Why, King? You know what I deal with. Okay, so she said, you know what I deal with her on a day-to-day basis. Why would you be that angry and bring that to YouTube? You did that to hurt me. Make it seem like I'm a bad mother and still have that video up. Why? Thank God it's only one video because hell. Okay, so I'm gonna finish this one, then I'm gonna come back to the chat, okay? This one said, when you called me last week, I tried to have a conversation with you and you just hung up in my face. I've never seen anyone just make up a scenario in their head and then go off of that without any evidence or proof. Do you not understand? I was in the hospital and couldn't walk for days, and you get mad because I didn't pick up? You thought that was suspect? Are you kidding me? You were still coming at me, and the final straw was when you went to YouTube and told them and demanded I show you hospital papers. Why the F would I lie about that? My dad took, I guess she meant my dad took me to the emergency room. You called so much he had to turn the phone off. Why should I have to show you documents of that? So you just never trusted me then. Then why stay so long? I've never been known as a cheater. I walk away before I do that. I don't even have any energy to fight with you. I thought we could just talk, but you're so stuck on what you think happened, you are just blocking everything. So what I'm supposed to do, I tried, so I'll just leave it alone. That's what she said. Oh, guys, y'all over there writing whole diaries and stuff. He said, LOL, their relationship is a lifetime movie. Well, that was a lot of reading.
Oh,
Golden,
so
you
they
still
talk
here?
about Golden and her stories, but they be laying them out too. They lay their stories out too. See, I'm going to use my community tab because that's my only form of communication to get to somebody. I don't go live. And it gets
Indeed.
straight to the point. I don't have to have a long 1 hour talking about them all day long. I get straight to the point and they be hurt like a mother.
Then he said to her, Mimi, I'm so upset with you. I'm so broken. You can have this YouTube. That's the only thing that makes you happy. You destroyed me. That's what he said.
Oh, everybody destroys him. Woo hoo.
There it
He
is.
ain't
I
never
gave
even
you the
touched
tea.
this woman before. The last time he had got laid was when Vibes gave him some. But they've been together for 11 months, to him and her. And she ain't never made time or allowed him to go see her to give him some coochie.
To be honest, I thought they were back together because they were quiet. So I was like, okay, good. Nobody ain't fighting, right? But then out of nowhere, now they fighting again. So like I said, I don't know. Apparently, from the way she's acting, he must have said something on his live. So I don't know what he said. Okay, I was live, so I didn't watch it. So baking, yeah. Oh gosh, this is a hell of a night. All right, a hell of a night.
Just good, dirty. Let's go do a low budget Tubi for real, for real. Man, if we could get these stories and put them together, baby, we'll have us some royalty checks like that bum nigga over there. All these stories, we can gather them up from a year ago. We ain't even got to go back 2 years. We can start off from Monique.
Raquel, it's a song coming with your name attached to it.
For who? For me? Well, y'all already know
Raquel,
that
Raquel.
Raquel.
Uh-huh.
Raquel, are you gonna make the song flat? Or are you talking about them fools over there? Because y'all know he's obsessed and he's sick. Do y'all know that he made a song and he was like, now you know he talked about me. He been talking about me, talking about he's a weirdo. Okay, there's no need for him to be talking about me, talking about me, talking about me, and I ain't said because I'm over here supporting somebody else. And I was all right with him, and I'm a bit like from now on. I vibes and I can't follow behind vibes with these dudes and we you know support them. They be weirdos. She be trying to be nice to these freaks and these weirdos. Now I was
I'm gonna
supporting
just stay
him
in the
and vibes.
castle. I'm gonna just stay in the castle.
Please do stay. Please stay home because you keep bringing these strays to us.
Gosh, I be doing horrible picking too.
Yeah, you keep bringing these strays to us. You know, we you brought that other stray and we accepted him in. Then he got obsessed with me and started bothering me for no reason. He don't know that's the reason why I ran and supported you more. Cause I'm like, yeah, this is a weirdo.
Oh, let's clear it up before this narrative gets started. No, it was two different kind of strays. Okay,
Yeah,
red eye was a different,
yeah, he
huh?
was a different stray, but he's a stray too. And she went over there sharing the nigga out. He was all excited. Oh, you sent Octavius over here. He was so happy to get all them supporters. And when he did that, when I walked up in there, because I wasn't in there, and then I heard him calling all the females bees. I'm like, oh no, he didn't got beside himself. He think he got a channel now. And baby, the next he was like, yeah. After all that, I had 600 some views. And guess what? The next day he didn't even have 100. He better not bring his butt up in here no more
You were running
with them
around
troll pay.
telling people I'm a YouTuber, not YouTuber, YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber.
His channel was so dead. When I clicked over there, I was like, now this nigga then created himself as a moderator, talking to himself, acting like the mod, saying all this stuff, and he talking to the mod, which is himself. Oh, weirdo. Wasn't nobody else in the chat, and then Miss Kelly Cash, she supported him for a second and said a few things and left. But it was him talking to her. I don't know if she knew it or was or she did. But I was like, this nigga over here being his own mod, then created a name, and he over there talking to him because he ain't got nobody to talk to because nobody was talking to him. That's why he was excited when Kelly Cash came in the chat. Hey, he was waiting. He calling me, go to signatures. Hey, and nobody up in the clouds was coming out. They just watching this idiot. But no, what I was saying was that other fool, he was so obsessed. Because I know y'all remember when he was like, I looked up to Golden. Man, you gotta watch people like that. Don't come looking up to me, you weirdo. And look how he started acting. Anyway, in his song, when I tell you I don't even listen to them songs, because you know they retarded songs. But I just happened to be listening while I was doing something. And I'm gonna tell y'all something else. When I'm listening to him, if somebody is coming around me, I try to cut down the volume because I know they be like, "What is shit? Who the you know what I'm saying? Like this whack music, this retard, and all this kind of stuff. I don't want nobody to be thinking I'm entertained by some goofy stuff that sound like that, or retarded and all that kind of stuff. So I'll be like cutting down the volume, like, oh shoot. You know what I mean? But anyway, I was doing something. So usually when he started playing that music, I cut it on off. And I ain't gonna lie, I was doing that when we were supporting Vibes when he was, you know, trying to be the king of the castle. Anyway, I just happened that song and do, and I didn't have a chance to go run over there and cut it on off. All of a sudden, I heard him say, "In my signature, it's golden." I said, "I'll be damn this nigga, this weirdo. He out here putting my name and all his captions and stuff bothering me. And now this nigga done made a song and it's positive. And now I've been golden signatures. Now he done took my name and put it in his song and said that his signatures are golden." Oh, weirdo.
Oh God, I am in tears. You are
Copper,
funny.
Copper, if you still here, you went back and heard it. Oh, weirdo. And I was like, oh God. I was like, I got to tell Vibes about this. It was meant for that song to play like that while I was busy and I was not near my device. Because I never listen at those songs. So now really I wonder what all he done said in these songs about all of us who he admire. Like, did he realize what he was doing when he made that song? So Golden was on your mind while you was writing that song. And you said your signature, you ain't never had no golden signatures. Nigga, the way you out here bumming and asking everybody for money, yeah, especially the ladies, and you had a golden signatures, nigga, get up out of here.
You hear somebody down the way later tomorrow. See y'all. All she do every time she go live is talk about her ex. No, no, the hell I didn't. I read what the news said, and you
No.
know what the tea.
Y'all part of the sector and y'all writing on the walls and we gonna talk about it. Like
I ain't even
everything else, like everybody else do.
I ain't even
Don't
add
put it
my
out there.
input. No, I didn't even add my opinion. I just told y'all what happened. What? I see it going on a year from now. Same drama, different person.
Man, imagine them niggas in the studio. They be laughing at them. You know how them niggas do. He in that studio with them niggas, they laughing and taking that $600 that he should be feeding his kid with that he borrowing.
Let's see what else was on these things. Oh man. So y'all know Sunbum and Kenisha got into it today on live. I don't know if
Okay,
you
let's
caught
talk
that.
about it.
When when Kenisha actually Sunbum went live. So he was live, was saying he agreed with you, all of that. That was on vertical. And then I noticed he haven't been doing StreamYard, it's just straight vertical. But anyway, then she went live. But I didn't even tell y'all what he said why he lost his channel, right? Oh, we all over the place tonight. I didn't tell them, right, about what he said about how he lost his channel. I don't think so. Let me see what they say. Did I tell y'all the part about how he lost his channel?
No, we've been jumping around. No, we talked about how he said that Octobum is the one who gave him the photos, which he talked about that last week about Redbone. And I believe him. And he also last week showed proof of an email. This is where I keep saying Octobomb was. Anyway, no, we didn't talk about that. So yeah, let's talk about what he claimed. And I like for him to show the receipts. And that's the very reason why I kept saying I want Octobomb to show those receipts. Like that, since he said he took it down, because he just know everybody believe in it. But I know that Gumbo ain't credible, but I do kind of sort of believe what he's saying. So go ahead and share with the chat what he said.
He said that basically okay, wait a sec. He said the reason why for all the other channels, I guess the other four, was all the emails for the recovery emails were the same emails. So when he lost one, he just lost all four. If that makes sense. Not saying all the channels were created with the same email, but they was backed up with the same recovery email. So that was the reason. Then he said for the very last channel that he lost, that one was because he didn't set it up right or something like that.
No, he also mentioned that, and the reason why he lost it is because his titles were too aggressive.
Hmm.
It was something.
Yeah, he said it right here that YouTube was telling him in 2023 from back then that his emails, he was getting emails about his caption and his titles that they're too aggressive. Mm-hmm. Look for his glasses stuff. All right,
And
so
I
let me see
believe it's
what
just a
else.
coincidence that they lost their pages all around the time when Octavius was supposedly doing whatever he was doing. And that's why he ain't showed no receipts.
Yeah, and then the one about Sunbum, he said Sunbum's last page was for sex and nudity. That's what she lost her. So I'm just telling y'all what they said, okay? So let's see what else. So he said
Now,
it's crazy how Rose Lady go and sit with Octavius, but she was yelling and screaming on the internet that he was stalking her for 1 year and oh she in fear of her life and all of this stuff. But now they're cool. So this all stuff Kenisha was still saying, y'all. So hold other people to strike. Also, basically, he's saying that if she didn't take the live stream down that she did today, he basically could strike her because she was promoting people to strike him and was slandering his name in that live. That's what he said.
Brown Eye, aka keeping it real. You're mad because I didn't laid it out on the table. So get your bum ass on. Get your bum ass on. Okay?
I didn't even know that y'all had beef, but keeping it real used to always be here with me.
Keeping it real. I don't even know who that is or who this
She
person is.
she used to always be in the chat.
It might be a whole nother one. That's Brown Eye. We not playing with you. Go on and go to bed. You said you had a woman too. Go on. Okay? Whatever. We don't care. I laid it out on the table about the royalties. I didn't told you about your preacher daddy. You think you know so damn much, nigga. You wasn't on the streets. You don't know nothing about the streets. Nigga, you was a church boy. Okay? And look how you came out. Look how the church boy came out harassing folks, lying. They say it be the preacher's kids. They be the main ones. You mad because I said that Octobom's daddy did good with his money from the congregation? He bought him a Rolls Royce and some investments. Your daddy didn't buy shit, but some coochie. Now get on up out of here. And that's why you can't stand Marcus Ferris, because he reminds you of your daddy. Now, okay, so he did. So how can you help me with this situation if you're saying my daddy did something like that to me? Are you going to comfort me? What you going to do? You got some compassion for me? What can we do about it? Do you have any resources for me for therapy? Since you said this is what my daddy did to me? Is your daddy around so I can go to the pastor for some help? Huh? Can the church folks at your daddy's church help me? Because I don't think he prayed enough for your sister or did much of nothing because she's still out there chasing chasing the dope. But what can your daddy and his church do for me for what you saying my daddy did to me? I want some help. That's what I want. Because I want to be able to live a normal life. What do you suggest? Keeping it real. Hey, you there? Talk to me. Talk to me. You trying to mess with my mental health because you saying this is what my daddy did. Talk to me. Where you at? Okay, and after I do that to him, what can you do to help me after I do that to Marcus? What can you do for me? I need some more therapy than that. Can you give me some resources? What's the name of your daddy's church? I want to go to the church house and get them blessed hands laid on me. So I'll be your stepmama. And I'm gonna make sure your daddy don't talk to your ass no more. And neither that felon ass grandson of his, your absent daddy. That's what you need to work on. Because you was too busy harassing folks on the internet, your son was out there doing whatever he was doing to become a felon. Remember, you shared that story that your son is a felon. I want to suck on your daddy. Yeah. I want to be your stepmom. Call me mama. Matter of fact, call me mammy, because that's what I'm going to be to you. I ain't going to be no good stepmother to you. I'm going to be the wicked stepmother. I'm going to make sure you don't get a damn thing. None of that church money, them tithes, when your daddy died. And I'm going to give them to the state to bury him. I ain't going to put a dime in them. Okay, now back to normal content. Because, see, she ain't talking about nothing. He ain't talking about nothing. He already told me to suck Marcus's thing. I told him I would. He already told me what my daddy did. I told him to give me some resources. And I told him after I suck Marcus's thing, I'm going to be over there with his daddy. I'm going to take him from your mammy. Vibes, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, I'm talking about we done been all over the world and back. I was totally caught off guard. 'Cause keeping it real used to always be here with me. But I was looking, I'm like, damn, she didn't even say, hey, vibes, nothing. She just went straight for you.
I don't think it's the same keeping it real. Wait a minute, let me check something. Let me check this hoe out. Hold up. Let me get off of here real fast. Let me check this hoe real fast. Hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Gosh, y'all said go and be talking that shit funny. She gonna get you together. Listen, I'm telling you, we done been all over the place. Y'all, if you are enjoying this entertainment, be sure to hit the like button for us, okay? Oh, it's a lot going on. All right, so let's see what else we have. Um, so yeah, basically Kenisha was still saying that yeah, Octavius basically came to us because of the hatred for Sunbum and Kenisha. Okay? And he also said that he did call the child exploitation number on himself. And he told them, his real name. and all of that. I don't believe all that. Kenny should be over there putting on a whole show. But anyway, let me leave my opinion out of it. What I told y'all what he said, right? He said he called. So whatever, moving right along. So that's when he said, oh, Joyce is in the active military, active in the army. So he basically leaving her out of it. He don't want those problems. Then he said something about, let me see. Oh, so basically he was talking about Rose Lady. He said, if you stop talking about Sunny kids and talking under her kids' clothes, then pretty much, her grandson would have never got dragged. And yeah, basically, if she stopped dragging Sunny kids and talking under their clothes, then they'll leave her grandson alone. So I'm like, okay. So then he said the Rose Lady was never serious about putting charges on him, paperwork, because if she was, she would have came to New Orleans to file the paperwork. That's what she said. Okay. Well, he said, although they did start it first. He said, although they did start it first. Oh, about talking on the kids' clothes. Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to see what else I have for y'all guys. You said, to be fair, one never heard anyone talk under her children's clothes. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I know I've never talked under her kids' clothes. That's weird. Why would I do that? The only thing I've ever said was when she was telling the little girl talking about she don't be wiping properly. I don't even want to repeat it, but that incident, I repeated it to tell y'all what was said, but that's crazy. You said, thank you, Platinum. I'm having issues with my phone charging actually. Yep, every time. So let me see what else I have. And if my phone not going up and it's going down, I'm gonna have to get my butt out of here, okay? But let's see. So yeah, we basically were talking about the channels. I don't think I have that much left. So I did all of that. And then so on Sunbum Live, right? We didn't even talk about her live. On Sunbum Live, that's where both of them got into the argument, okay? So let's see. All right, so let's move to Sunbum. I was just trying to make sure I don't miss anything before I move on. But basically on Sunbum Live, she opened up the live talking about the morning, the morning roll of shame again. Okay. And then I'm like, wait a minute, girl, you just did that yesterday. So why are you doing it today again? So then she basically said, oh, she wasn't like on that live to drag anybody. She really hopes she don't have to drag somebody. That's what she was saying. This live is now gone, right? So yeah, if you missed it, I'm trying to tell you what you missed. So she said something about, mm, so he was like, every time when we be arguing on live, that's when he went up on a panel that people be clipping it and they have it for another day. And I'm like, why wouldn't we? You know? She's still trying to keep a mess. Yeah. I'm like, why wouldn't we? Like y'all on live arguing. I'm telling you, this is like a virtual ghetto soap opera. You literally see a whole DV going on the internet. Both of them live together and they're online cussing each other out. Like, it's not even funny or cute, but of course, if you click on the channel and boyfriend and girlfriend is on the panel together arguing, who's not going to sit there and listen? Like, make that make sense. We're nosy, right? She also said that ever since the morning roll of shame really hurt her. That's what I'm realizing. She's still talking about that video. Okay. Still talking about it. All right. Okay. So this what she said, guys. Did y'all catch the part today when she said that Kenisha be wanting more money from her? She said after he realized that she's paying other people, excuse me, to do the same thing that he do. So I don't know. She's like, just the way she was saying it, like, oh, you on here like, no, he's saying to her that she's paying people money to do stuff. So I don't know, is it to like flag people or whatever? But she paying random dudes money to do stuff for her that he could do, and he don't even charge her that much money. So here she go talking about how she already sent him over $500. Most of it is to eat and whatever. So I'm like, $500 since when? When did you send him this $500? Did y'all catch that? Yeah, and I noticed the chat done slow down a lot, even though we have 147 of y'all. That is why he. Yeah, she said she sent him over $500 to eat, and I guess just to do whatever. So I know they were arguing on the panel, y'all. So I know he said something to her talking about. They said so. She said to him, right? Um, they said that you're, the F word, FAG. Yeah, they said that you're that. That's what she said to him. And then he said, well, that's why they say that you're a crippled, disabled biatch. I'm like, what? He's called her an alcoholic biatch. I'm like, this stuff is hard. You said we are listening, we're sipping on tea. I'm like, everybody tuned in, the chat is quiet. I'm like, oh my gosh. So they was just dogging each other out on the panel. And then when he dropped down, the indigenous, that guy, that's a mod. Um, he came in the chat, and then I know Kenisha and him had some words, but indigenous more coming off as like he's just playing. He don't really take all this madness real serious. And then he was like, "Oh, what's up, my boy?" Whatever. When Kenisha got back in the chat, and Kenisha was not a mod, but indigenous, whatever his name is. Yeah, he was. So I was like, "Woo." He said, that's why she be spazzing out. It's the crap he be saying to her offline. Yeah. Seemed like he be saying a lot. She said he's verbally abusive on and offline. And he admitted that, yeah, he do be calling her bitches and hoes offline. I don't understand why women are still dealing with that. It is what it is. But then I'm looking like, why am I amazed? Like, I literally have women running around self-identifying as such. So, of course, when a dude call them that, it don't raise no alarm or whatever, because they're already self-identifying as a biatch. Okay? I'm like, what? He said he is dumb after she burned my gifts. I would never. Oh, yeah, that's what I thought about. Gemini, you don't forget nothing. That was Gemini? Oh, no. The Braylon Shay. You said he is dumb after she burned my gift. I would never. That was the mod. I think if I remember correctly, sent her $100. That picture, the Bible. It was no, the book or something. Yeah, recently. Mhm. You stick around and get abused. Yeah, but as far as I know you gave your reaction about Red Eye. As far as that dude, like, what is somebody supposed to say to him? He keeps saying the same thing over and over. I'm not gonna prove myself to a complete stranger. So I know. Let him stay over there. Every day he go live, whenever he go live, all he do is holler and scream VQ, 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 VQ. All day. I ain't doing that. Y'all don't even my peace is so important to me this summer. If it wasn't important any other summer. Last summer, this time, guys, at a point in time, last year, this time, I was going through hell. And the same way I was sitting up here like now on the panel talking to y'all and all of that stuff. I was doing the same thing last June this time, and I'll say 98% of y'all didn't even realize that your girl was going through some ish. Okay. 2% of y'all was paying attention. Where y'all be like, oh, girl, you used to always have to go on mute, or you come back off mute and you're upset, or the live just randomly crash, or, just end. And y'all know I don't never just end no live and get off live. Okay. But the point is, I'm definitely making sure I have a great summer this time because I didn't last time. Okay. But yeah, that's it. Definitely. Anybody interrupting my peace got to get out of my perimeter. Okay. Let's see. Yes, I don't know what she's gonna do or say when she come out here. Because to be honest, I actually to the person on IG, the one that just disappeared. I don't know. You say you listen to me all the time. All right. I don't know what other way to reach out to you, but I'm gonna just throw this out there. Maybe I should have said it in the beginning. But if you get to this part in the live and you hear this live, whatever question you was asking me, if I think you should do this or do that, you know who you are that disappeared off IG and did all this madness. If you reach out to me, I will go live and you can spill the tea you've been always wanting to spill. Okay? That's the deal. Reach out to me, I go live and you spill the tea however you want to spill the tea. If you don't reach out to me, then I don't know what to do with the tea. Okay? So let me know. You said, as you should. Mm-hmm. So that's like basically going out on a limb. Like, I don't know if the person will ever get the message, but hey, he said he always want people to prove stuff, but he never proved nothing. Yeah. Did I cover everything? I hope I didn't forget nothing. Go there. You think I covered everything from what I was saying earlier? Because I know I was saying, oh, I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to talk about this. And I don't even know if I did. I know Sunbum, while cussing him out, was saying, um, like, basically, boy, shut up. I don't care nothing about what you talking about. You know how you be beating your stuff to my voice. That's what she was saying to Kenisha. I said, ooh, this is spicy. If not, there's always a tomorrow. I know. I know. I'm telling you, it'd be a lot going on in these streets. But yeah, I was definitely trying to make sure I stressed that before Golden came on the panel tonight. When Golden is talking, is what Golden is saying. That's her feelings. I don't censor anybody. I let you do what you got to do. Okay, that's what it is. So no, just like when I'm on the panel talking tonight and I'm talking about Rose Lady or whatever, that's not what her words. Those are my words. Okay, that's what I had to say. So not because somebody on the panel, that don't mean that's their thoughts. She might not even feel the way I feel. Mm-hmm. But I just need to say that. I see we still have 148 of y'all. Do anybody else have anything else to say? Let me know. There's no way we can have this much people up in here in the chat. Is this empty? What everybody do in the bushes? What y'all be doing up there? Drop down and let me know. Cause we gonna have to end the show early, y'all. Well, let me see how long we've been here. Yeah, that's good enough. 3 hours. Now I know this live will feed the streets tomorrow. It'll be everybody going live, have something to talk about. Okay. Oh gosh, what's forgiving say? We know there's gonna be some BS later. Yeah, cooking and cleaning. Oh, yeah. I don't like to drag out the show. And I know earlier I lost my patience. Guys, I be really trying. Okay, I be really trying. But I'm like, come on now, we got to get back on topic. We got to get back on topic. So the chat, get bored. You see, I'm playing Candy Crush. Oh, in the bushes getting the tea and being entertained. Well, I'm starting to be bored now. I don't think I have anything else to tell y'all. Yeah. And see, I don't even know if my phone is charging or not. One minute it look like it is, then the next minute it look like it's not. And I don't want to cut off on y'all. Let's see. I'm at 3%, y'all. You said it's not just this life, the energy in your past lives has been crazy. And really, you feel so? I know. And I'm like, man, it seems like I got to pray extra harder or something. I don't know what it is. It just seems like everybody that I'm coming in contact with is so negative. And it's like literally like they're an energy vampire. For real, for real. And it's like I literally come live, like that was when it turned Father's Day. So that was Sunday morning early. By the time I got off live after 1 hour, I'm looking like, well, no, actually it was 2 hours. I was just emotionally drained. I'm like, what the hell? And I hate when that happens because I actually be at peace and, just vibing. And then why get off live and you're more aggravated than when you went live? Like, not saying that I let the internet, how should I say it without the slow ones in the back? Not saying you let the internet control your emotions, but I guess I was having fun, like drinking, doing all of this stuff that I don't normally do and go live. So I'm a whole vibe, and then you just come in and crash everything. I'm looking like, what's wrong with people? Like, a matter of fact, it's Father's Day. Why are you so angry? You know? Yeah. Thank you, Platinum. For real, like what has been going on lately, the vibes here is normally mellow. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Forgiving. I just know I'm gonna stay prayed up though. Like I'm like, ooh, I don't know, honey. But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Tim. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to get my butt off of here. My phone is not charging, and I thought it was. I'm going down instead of up, y'all. Say I can agree. They will always be back together. I see. That's what I'm realizing, Tim. Yeah. But I don't know what else to say, y'all. There is no way we can have no super long live where we don't even have a topic. I mean, 3 hours is long enough, so I guess I'm gonna just say good night, okay? And then I'll just start seeing what we're gonna talk about tomorrow again. Okay, I don't know what 142 people gonna be doing, but if we don't have a topic, we don't have a show. So I'm out of here, y'all. Have a nice night, okay? I will see y'all later. Let's see what y'all say before I leave. Is it good night? Yeah. Let's regroup. I'm gonna play the one Plat made talk about VQ cool. Then I'm gonna play my outro. Okay. Have a good night.
step in the castle, ain't no clout needed. VQ got the T and the facts come receipted. Receipts on deck, so don't gas the lie. We break it down slow, don't blink, don't try. No pick-me moves, no internet threat. She checks the story first, then clears the rest. This the castle, where opinions breed. But you better come correct when you speak on V. She cool, but don't get it confused. She got patience, but don't misuse. You came for the vibes, now buckle up tight. The castle got range, truth, sass, and insight. Ooh, childlike, what you thought this was? A clickbait crew or a drama buzz? Nah, boo, we layered, grown and rare. Drop a crown in the chat if you really care. No kids over here in Castle Land, and every single queen got a voice to stand. You don't need permission to tell your truth, but just know we got files, no need for proof. She said it once, that was plenty to know. Platinum is still loving it over here, and yeah, I show. I be chilling in the chat, then I speak with a smile. We don't air no CCs without facts on file. See, feelings valid, that's Castle law. No silencing, no petty flaw. You can vent, you can cry, you can call it out. If you fake, we gon' call it without a doubt. We were going back and forth, but we settled the mess. Now we building like queens, clean and blessed. Ain't no clicks, just truth and grown. If you moving with lies, keep that shit at home. Go ahead, hit that notification bell. Like, comment, subscribe, it's free as well. This ain't no surface convo zone. We get deep, we drag, we stand alone. Membership, holding the heat on hush. That castle content hit with a quiet rush. You either in or out, no halfway space, but the doors stay open and you're always safe.
Welcome to the castle, everybody come and chat. There's no fun in the bushes. Ooh, child, alike, okay. Yep, I sure do.
We done talking, now it's time to log. Ain't no back and forth, I don't argue in blogs. Said what I meant and I meant that clear. Soft voice, sharp truth, cut clean in here. No chaos, no shouting, no drag for free. Just calm, cold facts with a little hot tea. If you came for the mess, baby, this ain't that. This castle built peace, yeah, we handle it flat. Don't wait on a clap back, I don't do performing. I exit with a beat, drop and leave without warning. Grown women talk, this the closeout flow. Where the vibe gets soft, but the pressure still shows. Subscribe if you get it, join if you bold. The membership heat ain't never been told. We spilling that first, real light, real still, but it cut through fake like a whisper will. This ain't petty, this poise, this presence on cue. With a side of eye, peeped it, but I won't move for you. I'm signed off calm, no extra scene. Just lace on my steps and a crown that's clean. So catch me next drop, or don't at all. This castle don't chase, queen answers a call. The vibe don't yell, it just echo right. Now dim the screen down, we done, good night.
Good night, you loves. Thank you so much for coming to the castle tonight. If you enjoyed the vibe, me ask you, subscribe. But if you really want to be part of the family, become a member. That's where the tea spill first. Quiet, clean, and always back. Till next time. Walk good, stay wise. And mind how you move in these YouTube streets.